right. All right, so it's funny to be like, welcome to the first episode, knowing damn well we already tried this.
Welcome to part 1, part 2.
Part 1, the sequel.
The Seeks.
Nah, but we already tried this. Camera died like 3 times on us. I think the mic kept disconnecting, so I'd be like, yeah, and then right after that happened, it was a wrap.
It was not fun, but and then we even had like "Babam" written on the wall, misspelled.
You wrote cardboard podcast on my whiteboard, and like I want to do it. My handwriting's nicer. And then when you left, I'm like, what's the pod asked? Letter. And then the whole time, anyways, it was like the light was glaring off the whiteboard, so it was just like blinding the camera. And I was like, all right, next time, official, bro.
This is a way more official setup in regards to this podcast.
On God. Miguel. Adon. We're just gonna cold open. We're just gonna do shit, but feel free to fucking add your energy to shit here.
It was good to have you guys here. Last time we didn't necessarily have another element, so
yeah,
appreciate y'all being here.
The energy is definitely different with everyone here. It's the most people I've had in the studio. And now that it's like fucking announced and everyone knows about it and shit, now I can just start releasing like the content and the music, like video fucking shit, music shit. And it's like, this is gonna be paired with the first production that's coming out of this place. But first off, and we got my people in the booth over there, we gotta make some noise for Cardboard Studios officially established 2022. It's out. It's taking over.
Yo.
Come on, bro. Can I get something?
Cardboard finna take over the world, y'all. Let me tell you something, y'all. Let me tell y'all something.
So the tattoo on my arm, like, I don't know. This all started as a dream, like so many years ago and shit. What? What'd you say? The homie just pulled up the picture of the 3 kids talking about Fortnite on their podcast. That's us right now. I'm just excited, bro.
It is definitely gonna be a turning point, man. Like just the people we've met along the way. Food Product, a huge example.
Shout out to Griffin.
Shout out, bro. I have a song that's gonna be coming out here soon. We'll talk about that more later, but it's sound like he put that cherry on it, bro. He's really good at what he does. Definitely gonna be going to him in the future.
I don't know. I wouldn't be where I am at right now without not only just like him mixing stuff for me and giving me opportunities to get into the studio, but the fact that he keeps no secrets and he'll just teach you his whole process step by step and be like, here's how I do this. If you need anything, let me know and stuff. And
very open.
He hit me up. He's like, when's the opening party? And I was like, damn, I don't know.
Yeah, we should probably plan that.
No, for real. But like having this many people in the studio and just like having the energy like behind the camera and shit, like it just makes me excited because this all started with just like I was doing it in my bedroom, quiet at nighttime at max. I have like 3 people in there, and I'm like, guys, my parents are asleep in that room. Shh, 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 shh. But now it's like be as loud as we want. We can make whatever we want. And it's like just the freedom of having this place to myself. And I still
yeah, this is like your own spot, bro.
This is mine.
Like
yeah.
Completely. Yeah. That's awesome.
This isn't like people. I tell people I have a studio and they're like, oh, for sure. Where's it at? Like in your house? And I'm like, no, like not anymore. Like it's not just a bedroom that happens to have studio stuff in it anymore. Like this is a dedicated spot for just all types of creations of like from any medium.
It's not just music. You know what I mean? Like we've already thought about like, bro, the content that we enjoy, we'd also like to make.
Yeah. Even if I'm not good at, like when I dropped that trailer for it, like people were hitting me up like, who produced it? I'm like, me. No, who shot it?
It was actually really good, bro. It was really good. I had the homie, so I'm not sure if you remember, there was a person that I worked at O'Reilly's with.
Yeah.
Or he's still working there at a different branch, but he's a really cool guy. Also into the whole, I want to say technical aspect of all this good stuff. He really appreciates music.
Yeah.
Might start making it soon. He was hitting me up about like studio time.
Okay.
But he was saying just when he watched that, like he got so hyped.
Yeah.
He hasn't even met you in person, bro. It's just off of what I talk about.
That's fire. No No, that means the most to me. Like, cause like the visual aspect of it is something I always struggled with. Outsourcing to people, like, can you help me like get the lighting right for this shot? Or can you help me like edit this or color correction? Like stuff that I struggle with, and it was always holding me back from focusing on the music. People were like, when are you dropping? And I'm dividing my focus in all these different ways and stuff. And I've had this place for going on 5 months now, and I was like working on this video, taking way longer than it should have. And I was like, I could outsource. I could say, help me out with this and do that. But I was like,
Sure.
I put so much into it. I'm like, I just want to finish it on my own and put it out. And then when people started asking me, like, who produced it? Who shot it? Like, how'd you get it to look like that? And I showed people behind the scenes and how much I did here. Like, that's not my strength at all. But people saying, like, it was good enough where they thought someone else did it for me, that was huge for me, because if I have no plan Bs with this music shit, but if there was anything else I would do, if it wasn't music at the end of the day, it would be like, I want to direct. Yeah, I would like, I want to direct movies, because when I make music, when I close my eyes and I write songs, it's so visual, like it's a movie anyways. Like if I was gonna do anything else, it would be making movies. And it was like, so when I dropped that, trying to make it like a movie trailer, and I was doing the sound design of like those Michael Bay hits, and like, and then I had like, oh, I almost dropped a big leak right there, because I'm just so used to talking to you. Like,
yeah,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, it's so conversational anyways. So I was like, we'll just bleep this whole part out. It's like, yeah, and then that beat from this. Nah, I don't know. I'm so happy with the way things turned out, and then that video alone, people that like, I told I had a studio, or I told them that I did work, they're like, okay, for sure, cool. When I dropped that and they saw what I was kind of working with here, they're like, yo, can I book some time?
very different. Yeah.
Like, and then,
Oh man, I'm sorry to like cut you
No,
off,
you're good.
but touching more onto that aspect in regards to like you really like to do work yourself if you can.
yeah,
Outsourcing is definitely something that we'll be doing in the future. It's really good to ask for help. Like for instance, Griffin.
yeah,
But like I remember back asking him like, hey bro, I actually could help you grab that. You know what I mean? And he'd be
Yeah.
like, no. I really like being able to say I did this shit myself.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Danny Swift, Danny told me like it tastes better when you do it on your own. Like it's like you can get it from someone help me do this, someone help me do that, and like I had this handout here or this whatever. But like when you attain what you dreamed of, and it's like I am the one that got it for myself. It's just like so much more gratifying, you know. And I mean, I convinced myself that I couldn't ask for help, and at times that held me back. Like, that's why I'm so grateful for people like Food Product, because like they're not forceful. Like, yeah, you need to get someone to mix your stuff, but as soon as I send it off to them, there's no like, I don't have to like hold my pride. Like I need to do it myself. Like I know if someone's gonna do something like how I have it in my head, and I trust someone with my like my baby or my creative like idea,
Yeah.
hand it off to someone like that. But besides that, like people hit me up and they're like, yeah, I want you to be on this song. I made this beat. It's like I don't work on anyone else's beats anymore. Like I can't bring myself to since I make on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like people hit me up like, I have this album I want you to be a part of. We're gonna make all the beats. I won't do it unless I could be like a co-production. I don't know. I'm just stubborn, and I get that from my mom and my grandma and shit. But like the stubborn musicians end up being the ones that I look up to.
Very true, dude. It takes you have a very certain style specific in your head
Yeah.
that you want to manifest.
Yeah.
Past times that you've heard that with artists, they have a specific sound that when you hear them on the radio, you know, oh, bro, that's that person.
100%. Oh yeah. Like it could be a song you've never heard before, and it's like you hear that first, like, and you're like, oh, that's
Yeah, bro.
that's so and so. You know what I'm saying? Or like, it's. I was gonna say. Anyways,
Go, just
hot
cut that.
Cheetos.
No, I'm
Nah. Hey, can y'all hear me in the booth? Hey, can we get a cheers for Cardboard Studio with the Sprite Cranberry real quick?
Come on.
They coming. Yeah, they
Come on out.
They coming.
Liquid Death sponsors. All right.
Oh, I should like every time I say the name of the drink, just be like, yeah, we go do a cheers, a beep, the beep, beep, and then we go hit. Do you want a beep? You know what I'm saying?
This is all blurred, pixelated out.
Adam, Miguel.
Come get a Sprite
Come on
cranberry.
in, bro.
Do you want a Sprite cranberry?
To the studio. I'm genuinely gonna beep every time we say the name of the drink.
It's probably safe too. Yeah, most likely. In this industry, you can't be too
Do you
safe.
see her hiding behind the amp right there?
That's a very small human.
Go ahead and crack that shit, bro.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Everybody cracked.
I'm old. I don't know what you young bucks.
All right, ready? Cardboard.
Cardboard.
That's a big moment.
Did you just spill on my newer carpet?
ASMR.
It's the most.
So, what do y'all have to ask us about the studio and what's going to be happening? You're good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
You be doing it. No bed. No bed.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That's what's up. That was actually one cool thing that I liked the most because, like, I had my, like, at one point, I forget what age it was, I don't know why, but I asked my mom, like, I really want my own space. Let me take the garage.
Yeah.
So I took the garage, and at that point, I started getting into my little bit of audio engineering that I did. So, my mom was like, all right, well, if you're going to be out there, you know, we'll get you like a couch type deal since you have the space.
Right.
She got me the exact futon that later I would walk into the studio and see Casey's bed, bro.
Yeah.
The exact same one.
Yeah. No, that one's special. No, for sure. But yeah, you were saying. You were saying? Yeah. Probably.
Beyblades. My Pegasus.
Yeah. A bedroom. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Just a booth.
And like, I don't know. People come in. They're like, "Where are your clothes? Where's your bed?" And I'm like, "Oh, you mean the booth?" like, I don't know. I first got rid of my bed at 15 because I knew this is what I wanted to do. My mom walked in on me destroying my closet with a saw one day, taking all my clothes out and cutting down like these little like shelves and stuff. And she got so mad at me, like, "What are you doing?" And I always tell this story. Like, I knew I was gonna make a booth.
Everyone tell me about this.
I knew I was gonna make a booth at a young age and get rid of all my where my clothes are at. And she's like, "What are you doing? Like, what if, you know, like when you move out of this house, what are we gonna do with this?" And I said, "Mom, with the things I'm gonna do in this closet, like I could get you guys a new house. Like I have the highest ambitions for like what I want to create with this. And it may not have happened like in that bedroom studio, but that was a stem in like for all that's gonna happen here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love like it's cardboard studio, but that at the end of the day it's cardboard roses, and like it's like the seed, the stem, the soil, like all blossom into what like I want to do.
Like we were saying, it's not just music.
Nah.
It's gonna be a whole bunch.
Nah. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Nah.
True. My at home.
Yeah. We've been there.
Very true. Very true. That was in my studio, bro. Yeah, but it's the trenches, bro. You have to study is the word I'll use to be good at this. Casey has put his time in when it comes to that, bro. Like, it is like everything down to like he taught me about clapping in the room to test the acoustic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like down to that. That takes research to do. That's things you get with Casey, man.
I remember being 15, fucking summer school, going to your house after school. It's like, yeah, the band's coming and shit.
Yeah, I had
I
I
was
would
just
have the
walking
guys coming over.
I'm walking around like,
Yo, this is ass. No,
he's like, let's take that mattress, put it up. No, like,
damn, my bad.
you're all good. You're all good. I don't know,
It's
man.
like I just put it up to the mic with pop.
Nah, but yeah.
That's a good question.
My dad would tell me, he's like, what, like I'd have sessions till about 3 a.m. and then he's like, why'd they leave? Did you finish the song? I'm like, no, you know, it got late and I didn't want to keep you guys awake or anything like that. Like my bedroom was sound treated but not soundproofed. And then he'd be like, well, like we didn't, it was fine, you guys could keep working and stuff. And I'd be worried about keeping them awake or like not singing to my full confidence because I'm thinking like my mom's on the other side of the door listening and stuff. And my dad would tell me, well, you need to get a studio. I'm like, well, duh, Dad, like that's end goal, like getting a studio. I'm thinking like 26 and such when I have the money to actually get a professional place like in the movies and stuff.
It was like from one day to another. Casey was like, oh yeah, bro, guess what?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, bro.
I didn't. I remember coming into work and telling you, like, I was just like, hey, bro, it was a secret, but I got a studio now. You know, it was just like, yeah,
I just had to tell somebody.
my mom told me like, don't go into the first place you guys find, and I couldn't help it. Like when I saw this room and the person was like, you're probably not gonna like it because it has this closet. All I saw was a booth there, and like I sat down in the corner, and my mom was just staring at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just visualizing. And when I look at pictures of how this place started versus now,
Oh, it's crazy, bro.
it feels like I've been in here forever, and I see the past, present, and future in this place like so vividly.
Man,
Like, so I don't know. I guess the moment I knew that I needed to make the step from the bedroom studio to this place was within the last year, because I only dropped one song in all of 2022, and that was Eating at Me. But the whole time I was gone, I've just been working and stockpiling it, and I'm like, what could things be if I just, instead of focusing on like moving out that place, if I just found a place where I can focus on all my creations, and then like the living conditions come later. Like what I eat, breathe, and sleep right now is the music anyway. So if I gotta sleep on a futon here and a futon on my bed whenever I go home, it's like that's what it was gonna be. So it's like this is the best leap of faith I've ever made for myself, for my peers, for my friends, my artists, whoever. I'm like, I don't know, life has just felt different recently when I wake up, and I just know like I'm at home with my parents and stuff, but I feel home when I come here and all these lights are on and I hear the music and I can put my headphones on and get lost in the booth. So it's like the home is wherever I feel most creative now, and it's this place at the moment. And what's coming, Busio?
I have a song coming out called Romancing. Now, this song, I believe, did we start this in the bedroom studio?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
No, like dude, yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, it's funny because we actually had like this smallest mention of like, but imagine if we did this in this studio.
I all the time, like I just we'd make things in my little bedroom closet, and I'm like if
But
only.
it's still good. You know
Like-
what I mean? Like, it's enough for I'm picky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it comes to like, bro, I would rather not put that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I started off on YouTube, you know what I mean? Putting out stuff, just small covers, small things that I would put together. Like I said, I had my little bit of engineering that I did in that time. I made some pretty shitty stuff. You know what I mean? I tried my best. But you have to remind me what I was talking about, dude.
It's something about being picky, and like when you're just
Oh.
making stuff and you're not like, I'm not gonna release this.
It has genuinely progressed. My pickiness from like, yeah, bro, I think that's okay. Only snippets. I would only release verses,
Yeah.
which was like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I remember you one day hit me up. He's like, all right, now where's the rest?
Yeah.
Like, I've gotten a lot of information from you, bro. A lot of tips and advice. And because of that, when I'm ready to release this song, it's like, hold on, but that one thing,
Yeah.
would you mind just a little bit, just changing that?
Yeah.
This song coming out was made in the bedroom studio, but it still reaches my expectations of, yeah, I think we could put that up.
No, for sure. I mean, a lot of it is just having like a very clear vision of what you want it to be. And then like, I'm so grateful for all that I have in this new space, but at the end of the day, it's not the gear, it's the ear.
Very
and,
true.
Like, and like the best engineers like agree with that at the end of the day. The best producers agree with that because some of the best stuff was made on inexpensive equipment in non-ideal spaces. So in that bedroom, like there were times I felt limited or restricted to the space or what I had, but I was like, as long as if I can make it sound the way it does in my head, I have faith in this. And like all it was is just laying all that stuff down. And no matter how long ago it was, now that we have this place, the opportunity that we've had to like take those old projects we've been sitting on and then repolish them and make them sound better here. But
Very
like
true.
we wouldn't have been able to do that if we just like didn't lay them back then.
For a very long time, let's see, I released a collab with Andres Valle. I'm not sure if he wants his official name released, but in that song, I got so nervous out of nowhere. Nah, man.
Just picture him naked. You'll get confident again.
Oh my God, no.
It's like just picture him naked. You're like,
Oh my God. Nah, so I had released that, and if you look on my Spotify profile, that is the only thing there.
yeah,
When I talk to people in conversation in regards to, yeah, I'm an artist, I make music. Oh yeah, what have you put out? Just this.
right, yeah,
You know, it's a little hard. You know, I have songs written,
right.
but because of the quality, we haven't necessarily put them out.
yeah.
With this new studio, man, like you're right, being able to go back at it, it's so crazy.
The hardest hit to an artist's self-esteem is not getting told that your music isn't good enough or that it's bad. It's not having enough to show for, because musicians don't sleep. Musicians like put so much work into their craft, and then when they're like, oh, for sure, what have you made? Show me something. Who have you produced for? Where are you at? And it's like you've been putting it work into it for how many years? And it's like I have 3 completed songs out. You've got the one, but no solo pieces of work, even though I know how much work you've put in and I've seen you grow over the years and stuff. When you don't have something to show for and the average person looks at that like, oh, you're not a serious artist yet. So it's like the people that had the confidence to just start dropping stuff, even though it wasn't at the level that like we would have deemed worthy of being released, I envy them because they had the confidence to just get themselves out there. And
Very
then
true.
like I could never do that. Remember when people would ask me to freestyle and rap in high school, or let me hear your beats?
Yeah,
Never.
nah, man, because they're not ready, man. I actually, when I was sound engineering, I had one artist that was really making a lot of content with, and his name was Logan. That's his artist name.
Yeah.
I actually really hope to get him into the studio again with this new stuff, because I can just imagine with the way that he sounded back then. I even remember you saying like, bro, he sounds pretty okay.
Yeah.
He could take off, bro.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? I gotta get in touch with him, get him in here.
Yeah, man. I mean, I remember that early shit, but then like I'm
But
curious.
he's oh my bad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut you off.
I'm just curious how he sounds now.
Yeah, very true. I highly doubt he has not been writing.
Yeah.
He's like he's an artist that, just like you said, he just wanted his stuff out there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like I still like I have bars about that, like how I envy the confidence of people that could just put, like, it was like a sarcastic bar though. It's like I envy your confidence of putting that stuff out there even though it's trash. Like, because like, but it's like it's trash, so it's backhanded, but it's like you still put it out there, so you're one step ahead of one step ahead of the artist that's like, my shit's so good, but it's not ready.
But
You can't-
yeah,
you
very
know what I'm
true.
saying? What good are those songs just sitting on a hard drive? You know what I'm saying? So
Very
it's
true.
just
You're
like-
good. I've never heard anything.
Like I know some so super talented artists and they have nothing out. It's just sitting unreleased, or it's like it's been months. It's like, when are we gonna finish this up? It's like I'm not in that headspace anymore that I was when I wrote it. So we don't get back into it.
Yeah, there's a project that we're gonna be working on together that it's like, I don't know, man. I can't write to it right now.
You're not there anymore.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that you won't be. Cause like when people ask me if I'm okay when they hear my sad songs and stuff.
Yeah, I've had this too.
I can speak from the past tense. It doesn't mean that I'm currently going through those but I need to still get in that headspace. We're not recorded Do Not Disturb. We're not recorded Ready for the Rain. I couldn't have an amazing day and be all happy and then get in the booth and then suddenly start being like,
I've
oh,
forgotten
pain.
what joy
and-
is.
Yeah, I couldn't do that like
Yeah.
like after I just got a raise or something. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like
It's a lot harder to do stuff like that.
if like it's method acting. You know what I'm
True,
saying? Like
true.
and it's not being fake sad or being fake deep. It's getting into the emotional place
like
you're
getting
in
into character, yeah.
when you wrote it. Like most of those songs I wrote in my head a long time before I actually went and tracked them down. I've never been the type where I'm there, I write the song and I do it all. It's like they happen in like a 3-stage play where I'll make all my beats. I'll like mumble melodies and flows over them. I write to them, and Do
Yeah.
Not Disturb took me a year. And like I'm super proud of it, but I still go back and listen. I'm like, how would it have been if I did it all here?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But like
Mhm.
I try not to let that inner voice hold me back anymore because it did for years. And,
Yeah.
100%.
Very true.
And I believe that the stuff that I have made in the past 5 months that people haven't heard is better than anything that they've heard. I even think my voice sounds different when I play myself in the car versus like that first stuff that came out.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was when I first put the bandana on and like Isaiah Casey was like trying to pretend to be Casey Infinity, and it's like now that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I was like, okay, how can I sound like this artist that I want to be? But when I get in the booth, it's just natural now. Like, and people haven't heard that yet.
Yeah.
So, but it's like it's coming, and then like I
It
don't
is.
know.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're like that too now though. Like you're definitely more natural and confident when you sing, and like
It took. I heard off of. I believe it was an interview. I don't remember what artist it was. Probably Jack Harlow. But freaking.
sweet scene.
He was saying like, when you are 100% comfortable behind that mic is when you are going to sound your best.
Yeah,
When you sound like you're not trying, man.
yeah,
I don't know. When I heard that, I took it very to heart in terms of the quality of like, even when I sing acoustic a cappella, I'm thinking a whole lot about the way it's coming out.
mm-hmm.
Whether I'm trying too hard to hit a note, you can hear that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Whenever you have that blog for interview of the artist that you're gonna work with,
Yeah,
just think of that you're making music that other people are scared of making.
yeah,
Saying something that other people are scared of saying.
right, yeah,
Because when you wrote Do Not Disturb, at the time I was in a relationship. It's good.
yeah.
It's for my bro, so I know it's gonna be good. After that, I'm like, bro,
It's different.
this is fire.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
It's different.
He was talking about that.
It hit me then. It was like I would have. I for one, I would have never been able to write that.
Mm.
I'm 2 years older.
Yeah,
If I would have write it, I would have never released it.
right.
Because I'm not confident in myself to do that. So when you're behind that mic, just know that you're saying something that
Bro, this mic, now that you mention that, this was what we recorded. Romancin', Do Not Disturb, Ready for the Rain, Say That. All those songs were on this mic.
That was the main studio mic right there.
And now, like, I like it, but it's just like for this podcast. And like, speaking of that, like, it's not just gonna be like this one-time thing for promoting the song or anything. That's like a byproduct of this, but it's like,
Speaking of which, that's coming out next week. I got a song coming out, Romance. No,
nah, like, yeah, no, for sure. We gotta touch more on that and like the meaning behind shit of it. But I'm saying, like, I want people to know that they can expect this happening like reoccurringly. And when we have guests on and when we start having like, I want to start doing like whenever I have artists in the booth and then we just like put in a 3-hour session. It's like, okay, we just finished that song for sure. Now you want to hop over here and like talk about what that means to you and like about what you're going through. It's like every artist I work with, I want them to be like a guest on this. You know what I'm saying?
that would be very cool.
So like this was the main mic for all my music and stuff. I bought it because I was like, oh, it's the Michael Jackson microphone. I want to sound like Michael Jackson. So-
Yeah.
And it's like, so I was convincing myself it's the gear. It's not. So it's like now this is my podcast mic and I'm working with the one that I got and everything sounds like so golden to me now. But I still try not to let that make me lazy and be like, I have such great gear, so it's just gonna sound great. It's like it's still so much effort goes
It
into
takes
it.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like back when I was audio engineering too, we were, believe, still using the same software, Fruity Loops.
Yeah. What when we were like 15?
Yeah.
No, I didn't use Ableton until after we graduated.
Yeah, like back then I could somewhat understand what was going on when I was watching him engineer for me.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, it's a big old pause.
Oh no, dude! Like,
Takes me a second, but I don't know, man. Just improvements on improvements on improvements. Gear, talent, dedication.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I see what you mean by patience. It'll come.
Yeah. No, for
Sure.
sure. And then that's where you like draw that line. Like, I don't mean to state this like it makes me better than anyone, but it's like whereas some artists from that young age where we started were stressed about getting signed. Like I was like, I want to start a label.
Yeah.
Like I've always wanted to make Cardboard Roses Records, Cardboard Roses Productions, Cardboard Studio. Like it's always been in the back of my head, and I was never like I gotta get signed by so and so and put on by whoever. It was like I just want to do it, and then I want to be able to say like I don't need to rely on anyone else. You know what I'm saying? I want to get trapped. I don't want like some executive saying you can only make this type of music and you can't say these things and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't know, I have you know how I am, like with my morals and stuff. Like I don't rap about certain things. I don't use certain words, and I don't touch on certain subjects. Now it's like, okay, what if but then I do say certain things that others would be like, are you sure you want to put that in there? And it's like those ones haven't come out yet. But if for someone else to say you can't put this in your art, that's why I would never make that sacrifice. So I just like, if I ever do sign with someone, they gotta be completely understanding that it's like I'm not gonna stop being me for profit or for whatever it may
You
be that
need
you can offer
creative
me.
freedom.
Of course,
Yeah.
100%. That artistic integrity at the end of the day outweighs all that. You know what I'm saying? And then like I went through fear with that with like my mom. Like she knows this. Like I was like people still ask me, it's like how do you cuss in your music? You've never cussed in front of your parents or around your mom or anything like that.
It's actually something I still find like it'll naturally come in when I'm writing, and I'm like, it feels weird to say,
Yeah.
but it naturally can.
Yeah.
It's just everything around me that's conditioned me to be like, yeah, but that's not okay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
My mom's on the same page as me now though, that like me talking in front of her is so different it's separate from the art, and it's like she knows that if I'm very passionate about what I'm rapping about or something, saying like gosh darn it is not going to cut it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to censor any of that for like just like my mom. And then in the sake of like my relationship, like I rap a lot about past pain and past whatever it may be. And at the time I was worried about like is my relationship, is my girl gonna think like I'm still strung up on all those emotions? It's more so like I can speak from the past tense, and I can make this song because it helps me sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like writing that letter to myself is like, okay, I've healed from this, because the song is always like where I was, where I am, and where I am now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where I'm going, you know? So it's like, I don't know, bro. But romancing,
It is a song that
it was a throwaway beat.
exactly, bro. I was just about to say that. So we went into the studio one day, bro, and it was me and another artist named Swifty.
Shout out Danny.
Cool dude. We are gonna be working together soon. But came into it. Now he has a very particular style, and it's a good one. So when you're over here, we were like looking through beats and stuff like that, and I believe, what was it, like fourth, probably fifth one. It was not the first one. It was definitely not the last one.
Right.
But it definitely made us pause.
Yeah.
And because of that, I had an instant hook come into my head. Oh, I almost fucking leaked it.
It sounded like
oh.
Nah, dude. Oh yeah, I was going through loops to make a beat with, Cause like I mean I have 2 artists in the studio right now. They're paying by the hour. It's like I don't want to waste your time and like make something by scratch and you guys don't like it. So I'm like I'm gonna go through loops. You guys tell me what you like and then I'll make something out of that. I was going through these and like I feel like you're very open where you'd be like we could save that one and maybe that could be it. Maybe that one for later. But Swift's like nah, that's not it. What's next? I'm not feeling that one. Keep going. And then we both heard this one. And then y'all both paused. I'm like, hey, that's a reaction. So I just started laying drums, started laying some keys on it. I finally made something. You had already written your shit, got you in front of the microphone, and then Swift's like, I like this, but it's not the energy I'm on.
It's not the mood for the session.
I was this close to deleting this beat because I had only made like an 8-bar loop. I was like, okay, delete it, drag the next one in. Busio stops me, hey, save that. Like, I'm talking like 2 months or so later, we come back to the session, still had that beat. He had written shit to it. And this beat, all respect to Swift and everything, this beat and this song that it ended up being so much better than what we made that night because like it was just there was just like an intangible thing to it where it was like okay, when you started doing that hook to it, I almost hummed it right now too because it's stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Like when you started doing that and then I started getting my hands on the writing too, and then the way the beat came out versus the other one because we were both so into it, you know what I'm saying? Like when we showed Food Product this beat, he's like hearing the sample, he's like, you programmed that? I'm like, I wish, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like I did a lot to it for sure.
Like who laid that down?
No, yeah, like I don't splice. Like it was just that good, and like I've been playing version 1, 2, and 3 in my car, just cruising around, hearing like the distortion because I didn't know how to do shit from my bedroom,
All
and
the
like
voices.
the bumps on the microphone like we left in, and like now that we've sent it to like someone like Food Products to say like, all right, go ahead and do your thing on it, and then send it back to us. That thing's ready.
It's so like one touching more on just like how cool of a.
I died. It's all good.
Thought it was gonna be fine.
No, we're fine. That one's going.
All right, cool. Touching more on like Food Product and how just willing to help he is. We showed him the sample of Romancing.
Yeah.
He heard it through, and he was just like, I really got to get my hands on this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's just like, would you, like, he asked me, would you mind if I helped put this out, you know what I mean? Like, get this going. And I was like, bro, definitely, I appreciate it, like, the offer.
Yeah.
It made it's a whole different turn.
I mean, we weren't going to give that song to anyone else to mix it. Like, I wouldn't trust anyone else with it. I send songs of mine to people on Fiverr to get it mixed, and they're in these, like, studios in Brazil. And they're like, I will send you the most professional mix, only $275. And I sent it, and I got it back. Here's the mix. How do you like it? Terrible. Like,
Terrible.
What did you do to my song? And, like, I'm not saying I'm whatever the best way to mix it, but, like, this is not it.
We have a standard when it comes to this, bro. Like,
yeah, I'm
picky.
I'm not super technical with mixes, and I don't know, like, to be real, I do a lot just based on feel and what I like as far as the sound. I'm not like super the EQ type of guy or whatever it may be, but I know what it, like, is close to my vision in my head, and I feel like engineers that we've sent stuff are just not close to it, and Food Products kind of our guy because he'll get you in there and he'll co-mix everything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's invaluable.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, it is very different when you can be there and give live tips and feedback to be like, let me change that and do that, tweak that, do this. It's a whole different experience, and with how inviting he is, bro, it makes it a lot easier to do. He's actually somebody that we're gonna have on this podcast for
100%.
sure. Mm-hmm.
If not here, it'll still be the Cardboard Podcast. But
But
like his room there,
Dude,
that like the candle lit. No, it's
like
so
if
nice.
like on the next episode, like if he allows it, it would be cool to have a clip of like small walkthrough of just his thing.
yeah,
You know what I mean? The difference in the two artists, two creators that have their own spaces, but collaborate.
yeah.
You know what I mean? They still see things so eye to eye that they can make music together.
Let me ask you, why is this, like, out of all the songs we worked on and dipped our toes into, why is this one the first one that's coming out?
Dipped out toes. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
This one, cause it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't know, bro. Out of all the songs that I've written, like this isn't like anything that I've written.
Right.
Almost everything that I write feels like it's about the same person or like it's about the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can play in succession all the songs I've written on my guitar, and it sounds like it's all one song.
Yeah.
Which, you know what I mean? Like, that one is one of them. That one I wrote my sophomore or my senior year. That one's not going to be coming out for a sec, but when that one does come out, it's going to be very cool to be able to like reflect, because I believe recordings of like me like doing that song on stage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a difference.
It's different for you, and I'm happy that we just like did it. Like,
Did it,
fully
yeah.
And committed to it. And there
Out
was,
of yeah, go ahead.
remember like certain lines you're like, I don't know if I want to say that, like if that it's really me. It's like, okay, well, like how can we make it like more you but still keep it like different from the other stuff, because we
Yeah.
got in that loop of like a lot of the songs being in the same tempo, same key, the chords and like patterns were so similar. It's like, let's just do something
Yeah.
like this. And then we already liked the sample, we liked the beat we made, and then when you did that and I showed a few people, they're like, that's Busio? And I was like, yeah, for sure. Like, he could do this too. Like, because like, you can't, the best thing I think you can do, because I heard you on Things You Say, but for your first solo like song, you're already breaking out of the box that anyone could try to attempt to put you in. You know what I'm saying? Like, as the guitar guy. You know what I'm saying? In this song, you're already not that.
Yeah.
You know? And then like, when I start dropping some of the stuff I'm doing, I'm not just gonna be like the sad rap guy.
The sad
You know?
rap
Like,
guy.
that's not
Like,
all I am.
Out of has anyone put you in a genre in terms of being like an artist? Like, I've had people tell me I'm what the hell? I'm an R&B artist.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I mean, out of all the genres, I would say that one fits maybe. But
For
Well,
yourself?
well, have you gotten anything like that? Has anyone like,
People haven't told me that I'm like stuck in one genre or anything.
not necessarily that, but like I showed people Romancing and they were like, oh, this guy's an R&B singer. You know what I mean?
Oh, like just based on that song?
Yeah, like have you had anybody be like, oh, this guy's
Nah.
like an alt rapper?
See, I'm not, my people I show our music have never told me like we're stuck in one genre. They'll compare us to our influences. So it's like, I can definitely hear this influence in this guy. And I've heard like nothing from Romance, and people haven't compared you to anything. But like your other ones, I got a lot like of the more guitar strummy ones. It's like, it's always like, oh, it's kind of like a Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like it. That was what you were. Like,
No hate on that,
influenced
bro.
by.
No hate on that.
No, and you know my feelings on Ed Sheeran, but yeah, I totally get it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Not in a bad way. You know what I'm saying?
I had taken. I'm not 100% sure where I got this method from, but when I was first starting to learn how to sing, I picked an artist that was kind of in my range, memorized their songs to the T, everything down to pronunciation, everything. So that way when I sung it, I had complete control. And then I would start to add my little bit of T to it. You know what I mean? I remember posting a cover on YouTube and then you commenting, being like, it sounds like you're trying to sound like them a lot. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, you're doing a cover. Yes, they wrote the song. You're taking, like it's their bones, but you're doing it.
Yeah.
Put your flavor on it. You know what I mean? It's a cover.
Yeah.
Don't try to sound just like them. Try to sound like you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not supposed to sing like a Alicia Keys song like Alicia Keys. Because that's already out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then also like doing those covers in your own style would kind of teach you what your style is when you start doing your own original work.
Very true. Dude, very true. I had considered myself in my own head for a while to like, you know what? I'll probably just do a good amount of covers just to try to like get out the basis that like I can sing. You know what I mean? Do that on YouTube. That's not how it happened.
All right.
You know what I mean? But But yeah, like that's not how it happened. But I'm very glad as to the way that things did happen, because it's given me the chance to kind of like refresh in a sense. Like I had a few things out on YouTube. Only a select few can see that now. Those are all like under locked view now. Like it's given me the opportunity, like the name that I use, it's different. Now I'm going off of my name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something that over the entirety of my high school I was referred to. So it being my artist name, it fits so perfectly for me.
Yeah, no, it's easy. It's organic. You've never like, I mean, since I knew you, like, I mean, especially because we were around football players and like track
Very
players.
true.
So it's like a lot of people got referred to by their last
Their
name,
last names, yeah.
but you've never been Victor to me. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And it's like I mean, like my family, like when my mom, when my grandma get mad at me, like they go Isaiah Casey. So it's like for them, it's totally natural. But now people that didn't know that was my middle name, they're just like, what does Casey stand for? Where'd you get that from? What's it mean? It's like, it's my name.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly. Yeah.
Like, what's the infinity part? It's like that's what I could dive into. But it's like if people didn't know that was like part of me, like Busio, everyone knows you as that. What's your stage name? Busio.
Yeah, exactly. I've had people ask, well, what do you want? Spotify. Oh, really? What do I got to look up? My
Busio.
name. Just look up my name. You'll
Yeah,
see
no.
me. I was very content on like, no, I need a name. Like I need to think of a name. And Isaiah told me, he was like, your name is not common, bro. Like it already sounds like a performer name.
It does.
Your name isn't John Johnson.
Right.
It's Victor Busio.
Mercury Vapor.
Mercury Vapor.
Oh God.
On God, bro. It has definitely been a good ride to be able to kind of give my last name a jump,
Yeah.
because it isn't really used for too much in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some Busios that have done some things,
Right.
but in
But
my
then eventually, when they think Busio, they're gonna think you.
yeah, like in my particular strain of Busios, I'd like it to be known for music.
That's good. No,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
What'd you say to me? No.
Hey, yo, man, turn these cameras off.
Yeah, bro. Like it helps a lot. Yeah. Like I have the exact same name as my father.
So you a junior?
Yeah, I'm a junior. Which is funny, bro. So I moved out of my house when I was 18. Out of my mama's house when I was 18, like a week after I turned 18.
Yeah.
She lost my birth certificate. I didn't have an ID, so I was out there a ghost, bro. You know what I mean? I freaking. It took me time to get that stuff, but when I went to go get my birth certificate, you fill out like it's supposed to say this.
Yeah.
I put on there junior. When I showed my mama that, like on my ID it says junior. Apparently that's not what it's supposed to say. I was like, wait, what? She goes, no, you're not junior. I was like,
No.
I've never put that on you. I was like, but we had the exact same name.
Yeah.
The second, what am I, bro? Like, no, but like, my father was not necessarily the best. I tell everybody that like, he taught me. It might not have been the way he wanted to teach me, but he taught me what not to do.
Right. Yeah.
If you can understand that, you'll understand it.
Hey, I mean, not trying to get canceled here, but that's a Kanye bar.
Is it?
It's this whole song actually. It's,
I don't listen to Kanye.
it's everything I'm not made me everything I am.
Yeah, but that's very different from what I said. See, what I said was, no, but that's cool. That's what's
Everything
up.
I'm not made me everything I am. Sometimes leading by a negative example shows you how to take a different path from that and be better.
It's exactly like I've had many people like that. When I talk about just like, I don't know, like my dad's in jail right now, bro. Like, what? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just kind of how it is. I know I will try my best to never go there because where's my dad right now, bro?
Mhm.
You know? It's the worst time not to use the restroom.
What does your dad think of your music and you taking on his name as your artist name?
I don't know. I think I don't think I've actually really gotten his feedback, like actual feedback in regards to me using Busio.
Yeah.
But he's very proud of my music.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like my dad, I used to be allowed a little bit of like a treat or like a gift or something like that. I forget what it was, but like my mom was getting money from the state for me.
Mhm.
Used to have ADHD. I took Ritalin and all that shit.
Yeah.
So she told me, she was like, all right, what do you want this month? I was like, I actually really want a guitar.
Yeah.
And she told me no. She said no. You're gonna use it for a week and then that shit's gonna sit there and you're never gonna fucking touch it.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And I was low key bummed. And I had already given up on it and I was just sitting in my damn room. And then my mom comes up to talk to me about it and she like blah, 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 and all right then. Really? What convinced you? My dad said, what if he does something with it?
Yeah. No, for sure.
That's how I got my first guitar. That's what started my music career.
Yeah. Hey man, like I bring it up sometimes, but like I probably wouldn't be exactly where I am in music if not for you ending up with that guitar. Because like I when I met you in high school, you had a guitar and I had no idea how to play, and I didn't even like know about the class at
Oh,
SMU.
Ben we.
I got into it. Yeah. I got into it because you knew like 2 chords or some shit. And
Yeah.
I saw you play them. I'm like, that's fucking cool. I want to do that. Like, I
Yeah, I remember teaching you that.
yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
had played some instruments already, and like I already knew I wanted to make beats and stuff. But I'm like, I could take a class that involves music in high school right now, and I was like, okay, guitar, and then music theory, and then there weren't enough people signing up for music theory, so they shot me off to music history, and I was like, okay, and I was like, it's something, and then but like, no, if I didn't take a guitar class back then and have Mr. Van Wee just like reinforce the idea, like I could never read the sheet music, but I would learn by listening, and he would always tell me,
Mhm.
you got a really good ear, I like to hear some of your stuff. Like small things like that
Yeah.
told me it's like, okay, I'm doing the right thing,
Yeah.
or I have potential at what I'm doing. And then I would express to him certain things I felt alone in. I'm like, yeah, when I make a song sometimes it just makes me cry, and if it's good, like it hits me and he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
me too. And I was just like, okay. So I knew I was just meant to speak with other musicians in general, and it's like having the opportunity to do that here on or off camera is so great. Like
It is. It is a whole different feeling to be able to talk to somebody who's so into this world and not be clueless.
right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Van Wee might not realize it completely, but like just the people that he would bring in. I only had a small bit of time with this one. I'm forgetting what they're called. The people that play the pianos for like choruses.
The piano
Pianist.
people.
No, the piano people.
The
Nah,
pianists.
bro. Like, they work with you. They help you with notes and stuff like that. Get on time and stuff like that. There was this one gentleman that we worked with that was actually blind, that would play the piano.
Stevie Wonder.
Bro, he would play the piano beautifully.
But you couldn't
It
see
would be. It would. I know. It would be. It would be him and his wife. I remember one day we just got the sheet music. I had never heard it before. I sang it completely wrong. It was not right, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I took the words and I just kind of sang them.
Yeah.
And she told me, like, when I was done, she was like, all right, well, you know, that's not it, but you have an ability to not to just go up there and be able to just cook from scratch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have an ear to be able to just sing.
Mm-hmm.
That little bit of advice from her, she probably doesn't even realize it. She probably doesn't even remember that, but
Yeah.
you know how much that helped me going on into the future to be able to just like, no, I'm not bad. Like, I have this, I can do this. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that choir class helped a lot.
No, for sure.
Gave me a lot of memories in regards to performing.
I was the freaking teacher's assistant for that class.
Yeah, you
Him too.
teach pet. Oh wait, Adon
Yeah, it was me and him.
for the band teacher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember just being up there. Like, I mean, just like watching y'all sing and stuff, and like no disrespect.
singing and shit.
No, I mean no disrespect to any of the ones that like this might qualify like apply to, but it was like you could definitely tell who was there just because they just kind of like enjoyed singing or maybe sang in the shower, or the people that are there. It's like this is what I love. And it's like ended up like actually pursuing like being a singer. They weren't necessarily always the best at singing, but they had
that
energy
passion.
and passion when they did it. It's like they would do it no matter how many people were watching with that same like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know if like you've worked with her at all, or like if she ever plans on coming into the studio. But Sarah Swinson, back when like we did choir together, bro, she was a really good performer.
Yeah.
Regardless as to if it was practice or not, she gave it her all, and that was something I also took from too. Her and her significant other Mario, like he dog, if he couldn't hit that note, he was training to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was cool. I learned a lot from them.
For sure, man.
I
Okay.
really need to use the bathroom. Like, it's crazy.
Hey.
Gave me too many drinks.
That's tough.
That's
Anyways.
tough. Hey, this is a good point.
He got water, tea, and pee.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. You're gonna conversate with our producers.
Oh my god. All right, go ahead, bro.
All right, bro. I can't sit here for another.
All right, go ahead, bro. I promise I ain't gonna talk shit about you. Bye. All right, now Busio, this dude. You're doing it wrong. Why'd you have to do it from that side, bro? You already you messed it up. You always fucking shit up. The other side. All right. Miguel, get over here. He's not gonna leave me alone already. You wanna let him out? All right.
Yes, it does.
All right, bro.
So hot Cheetos.
Describe. Damn, dude, sound like a juggernaut running to the restroom right now. All right,
Made it shake.
describe this place in one word.
Ooh.
Don't say it out loud, bro. I need a new co-host already, bro. All right, one word. Describe this place.
I can't do it in one word, bro.
A few words then. Dude had so much to say. I put him in front of the microphone.
Nah, I was just saying. Reality coming true. Not reality, dreams coming true.
Yeah, no, I knew what you meant. Reality becoming real.
Nah, dreams coming true, bro.
No, for sure.
'Cause that's really like how I see this
Yeah.
is more of a vivid picture than words.
Right, yeah.
What I see is me and you meeting for the first time.
You didn't even lock it.
Is me and you meeting for the first time. You having your backpack. Both of us hating summer school,
Yeah.
but you still had your music stuff in there.
Yeah.
And then saying, "Where's George? Where's Carlos?"
Hey, shout out to George for drawing the cardboard rose. Yeah, he still hasn't even seen it. He hasn't seen this place or seen the tattoo.
Wow. Bro, it's really like a blessing to. Was that the first one to see this? Me and Carlos?
Yeah. Well,
Bro.
you were one of
On
like
your- on
when
your-
it was done, and then this. Y'all saw this the day after I got it, and then y'all saw the studio like the day after it was like finished.
Yeah, because we came after your birthday,
Yeah.
and then
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
So how I see this place is that picture of you with your backpack with your music stuff in it.
Yeah. No, for sure.
That's really that's more of what I see.
Nah, man. My heavy ass backpack giving me back problems from like a young age. Like, it's like, what you got in there? It's like, shit, my laptop, my keyboard, my headphones, 5 textbooks. Like, but it was all worth it, bro. Like, I don't know. I mean, I was on my Kanye, like, I applied for college and like dropped out like the first day, and I was like, music, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it worked out. It's like, it's just cool because like y'all have all seen it from the start. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Even the people that weren't like the closest friends to me just knew me as the guy. It's like he's trying to do music. Like people would see me with the headphones.
Yeah.
My girl would see me with headphones. But like she knew me back when we were 14. I didn't really know her yet, but she was like, she thought I wanted to be a DJ or something. You know what I'm saying? And people knew it was music related. And then like, what has it been 7 years now? It's still my thing. But I've done like so much since then, and that it's like so much is coming. You know what I'm saying?
Out of all the people, like I said, out of all the people that I've known who make music,
Yeah.
from my cousins and whatnot, nobody has this level of dedication.
Thank you, man.
A lot of people tell me I have a studio, but it's really just their room, which I'm not hating on rooms,
No.
but they've stayed in their rooms.
Yeah. You got to jump out the nest at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And then that room turned back into a bedroom.
yeah,
They never had sound.
right.
They just had a mic, and they thought that was it.
It's
That's all they needed.
it's sad to see people have all that passion for it. Like I've seen so many people buy the mic, buy like some speakers, and then like you see a dream die like that,
Yeah.
where like the stuff starts leaving, it becomes a bedroom again. Like I've seen it far too many times. So it's like something that putting the tattoos on me and certain stuff, I'm like, okay, there's no plan B and there's no like going back now. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever level of success I get from it, it's like this is all I want to ever do. It's all that helps me sleep at night. It's all that makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's my thing, man. And I'm trying to heavily encourage you to write those 16 bars. Back to reality.
Yeah. I still have it in my notes. My number one right now is the one that I really want to record with you,
Yeah.
but it's still a topic that I get emotional on. So if I record, I'm gonna choke up
Yeah.
because it's of my friend's suicide.
Right. Yeah.
My first death out of like the 10, 11 people that I've lost.
Yeah.
That's the one that hits because I felt like I didn't do enough. He told me he was gonna go out of town. Out of town when it's him killing himself. He was from Colorado, and that's where he's buried. So I can't visit him. That's what I want to record with you first. Of course, I want to do Back to Reality with you because that beat is fire, really fire.
Thank you.
But that's what I want to record too as my single like Bucios
Yeah.
coming out next week.
This this shit's like therapy, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like I know I know a small portion of the shit you've been through, at least what you've told me. It's like the shit that you haven't. Sometimes the best way to let it out is just you in the microphone. Like I said, I wrote a bar, like I had this since I was like 16. I said, I rap when it feels like nobody's there for me. I rap because it's cheaper than therapy. And it's like because doing this is like, for me, the healthiest and most creative way of just coping and venting and letting that shit out.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like the music, because you're doing it for yourself, and then the people that listen to it are like, oh, I felt that. I'm not alone in what I feel now. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just being a fraction of what my idols were for me to someone else. Like, it's the most gratifying feeling, and and it's not just my homies either. It's like strangers sometimes hit me up. It's like, yo, I listened to this song and it got me through this and that.
Yeah.
It's like that means more than millions of streams at the end of the day. Those 5 people that are like, I felt this and it helped me with this. You know what
And the
I'm saying?
people that you don't know about.
Yeah.
That you haven't been told from all those scan me papers that you left.
Yeah.
I know someone scanned it, said, "Oh, this is something stupid. This is gonna be a link to a adult site. This is gonna be a link to this is gonna be something." So I know that person scanned it. I'm like, "Oh, it sent me to Spotify."
Yeah.
Well, now that I'm here, let me
Might as
hit
well.
play.
Yeah.
And that segued into maybe someone followed you on Spotify, maybe someone got your Instagram,
Yeah.
and they just the domino effect. It just keeps on going.
Yeah, no, for sure. Hey, man.
Yeah.
I really need some shit coming out, like, from you. I don't know. Like, we got, like, even the people that aren't artists, like, I got this dude singing the other day. I got this dude rapping and rhyming banana Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. Think about it, bro. Eazy-E wasn't supposed to be the rapper out of NWA. They said, get in the booth, easy. Rap the bars, easy.
Paying for this shit, why not play some shit out?
He wasn't supposed to be the frontman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I just, like, I feel like if you're around me long enough and, like, because this is all I do and talk about, you're going to end up in the booth at some point.
Yeah.
Like, my girl's a singer, bro. It's gonna happen.
Oh, really?
I met her in the choir. It's gonna happen. You know how fire it was?
Why didn't I think of it? She's right there.
I know. You know how fire it was to meet this girl, and I'm like, the day I met her, I was like, "What's your passion?" And she's like, "I like to sing. I'm like, I want to produce."
You know me? My vocal samples.
Bro.
You go.
No, like when I tell you, like, there's gonna be beats and shit that come out, and people are like, "Oh, who sang that shit?" I'm like, "My girl." No, I can't wait, bro. On some Biggie and Faith Evans type shit. On some Jay-Z, Beyonce type shit. On some me and you. No, I'm just playing. Nah, but I appreciate you filling
That's
in the
big.
meantime, because Busio had the PP.
His stomper's going down.
I know he had to hit the potty. But if you had to say one last thing before you go back up there, what would it be?
Black Hearts and Roses coming up.
I appreciate you, bro. You're all good. You're all good. Welcome back, bro.
What's good?
You really had to hit the restroom mid
Podcast. It happens. I made it quick, but y'all are having a real good conversation. I don't want to cut that off at all.
You're all good. You're all good. I mean, he's probably gonna be our. He's probably gonna be one of the first upcoming guests, anyways. So I just want to like.
He's definitely brought good questions.
Oh yeah. I mean, the people that I look forward to most having on here are the people that when I talk to them, I'm like, this just sounds like
Like a podcast?
anyways.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Them late night studio sessions we would do, where we're just sitting in front of a mic like this, with our headphones on. For some reason,
It's not even
talking into the
recording.
mics.
It's not even
just
recording.
for some reason we would talk into the mics, and she's like, "Bro,
Like the best one is always like, all right, bro, one's gotta go. Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon.
oh my gosh, bro."
Like I was just doing that with Tanner until like 2 a.m. the other day. Like I'm Nickelodeon, and like they're like him and his homies are Cartoon
Network.
And we went back and forth. I'm like, Nickelodeon has Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's up, bro.
And then you were saying like Nicktoons doesn't like, because I was like, yeah, but like Nick is what showed me like Dragon Ball, and you're
Me
like,
too.
yeah, but you're like,
Nicktoons.
yeah, but that's different.
No. I said it's different because people bring up Toonami. For Cartoon
Oh
Network.
yes, yeah, that's what you were saying.
Nicktoons is Nickelodeon,
Mm-hmm.
100%. And my first experience with Dragon Ball Z was Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Yeah, mine too.
Nicktoons.
Mine too.
Yeah.
And then I found out that there was one of like regular Dragon Ball, skip GT on accident, but found out it was a good thing to do.
No, for sure. You don't want the boom para. No, but for sure. Like just like people that I can just talk about things like that with for hours anyways. So just get on here, let's record it, bro. Why not?
Those are the best conversations, bro. Other people would find them interesting if they're like-minded, you know?
For sure.
And that's who we're trying to reach with it. Like, you know, like there's other people out there that think like us.
Oh yeah.
This is exactly hoping that they might find our conversations interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, like 95% of this one specifically, at least, has just been talking about the studio, the music that's yet to come, and like how we got here. But like as of like the next ones, it's just gonna be like
Conversation.
Oh, this happened earlier today. What's up about this? Oh, when I was 5.
Bro, let me ask you a question. Have you heard about the Justin Bieber's? No, shit like that, bro. It's gonna be a lot. Like we kind of had a criteria to do right at the moment, but with upcoming podcasts and different guests and stuff, I can't wait, man. It's just gonna be. It's just hanging out.
All right, bro. Music or sleep?
I know what you choose.
You gotta give one up. That's not fair for me. I already.
Oh man.
I'ma keep it running
It's
like-
probably the hardest.
I'm gonna keep it running like King of the Hill style. So like the winner moves forward. Like you have to give up one, music or sleep.
Do I die if I
No,
don't
like
sleep?
you just don't get the satisfaction of being rested anymore. Like you can live without sleep if you choose not to sleep, but you can't like get a good
Am
night's
I-
rest.
Am I tired though?
Yes.
Oh god damn it.
Music. But then if you choose no music, you can't listen, you can't make it.
Ah.
You give up music like as a whole.
What if I'm sitting
You
here?
can't whistle.
Damn. I was gonna say, what if I'm sitting here one day and I just accidentally.
Like you give up the privilege of experiencing music.
I'd probably fuck Jennifer Lopez. No, but I'd probably do.
Sitting there in the booth like, huh?
Huh? No, but, fucking music for sure, bro.
You give up music?
I'd keep music.
Okay.
One of the reasons I really enjoy making music, this is my bio or like my small caption on Spotify is like, one song can change someone's darkest day, bro. You could be having the worst day, but when you go home and listen to that one song, you just put on your headphones, it
Oh, yeah.
helps.
Music or drinking water?
I don't be drinking water, bro. I need to be drinking more water.
Shit empty.
I just released it all, bro.
Oh yeah. You had to go pee pee.
It's a good start. It's same thing as sleep. I'm always gonna be thirsty, but
Yeah.
I
You're
just-
constantly like you're dehydrated.
Fuck,
Headache.
so my lips are always cracked.
You're
and shit.
fucking
Oh,
crusty.
no.
You're crusty, dusty, rusty.
I was just
Piss
acne.
is like
Cider. It's carbonated
like
somehow.
you have to give up water and like not like everything that contains water. You can still drink like
I can eat lettuce still.
yeah, like I mean, but you can fuck. Like you can't swim, right? Can't shower.
I can't swim.
Nah,
Bro.
music or drinking water specifically. Like you would get the feeling of getting a headache and being thirsty all the time, perpetually.
But I wouldn't die.
No,
I don't
none
know.
of these situations result in you dying.
It's not real.
Answer.
No, but probably music.
You
I'm
give
gonna keep.
up
I'm
music?
gonna keep music.
All right. Your favorite artist or your favorite food? Which one are you giving up?
My favorite artist.
Who's your favorite artist?
I don't know. That's why I don't care.
Probably like Khalid or something.
It's probably Bruno Mars.
Is it really?
Yeah, he's who I based a lot of my voice on.
Bruno Mars was my favorite artist when I was a kid. Like around the time of Michael Jackson passing away, when I was like 9, it was all Bruno Mars for me.
Yeah.
Like singing Bruno Mars and Michael Jackson on karaoke when I was like little. I was like, yeah, I think he's. It feels corny to call Bruno Mars underrated because of all the success he's had.
True.
People don't appreciate like how good of like just like vocalist performing, but then also producing and the instruments he plays.
Especially
he's so
performing.
good. He's an incredible performer, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And he's Filipino, so shout out to the boy
That's what's up.
for the island.
I didn't know that actually. What the hell?
You didn't know Bruno Mars is Filipino?
I figured he was like.
Puerto Rican?
Nobody knows what
He's
he
Puerto
is.
Rican.
I was like-
Yeah. He's,
he's like the Rock. He's me.
Bruno Mars's real name is Peter Hernandez.
I'm gonna need you to change.
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So I changed my answer about my favorite artist. Nah, so would you rather give up Bruno Mars or what's your favorite food? Like a fucking filet mignon or some shit? A burger.
Burger.
When we listen back to that part, it's gonna be a burger. A burger?
We gotta have a soundboard eventually with shit we've said. A burger.
Oh yeah, like on the Ableton Push, like just like a burger. Bro,
Yeah.
so a burger or Bruno Mars?
Nah, it's not a burger for me though.
Oh, but you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
placeholder.
yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Chicken.
It's like just chicken as a whole.
Chicken.
Yeah, that's me too.
Yeah.
You can't eat chicken anymore, or you can't enjoy Bruno Mars.
Fuck. Why did I do this to myself, bro? I should have lied.
Oh yeah, like that's all we eat, bro.
All
Like
we
my
do is
mom's
listen
black.
to Bruno Mars and eat chicken.
Like my mom's black, but then my dad's Filipino, so if it's not fried, it's adobo. So it's like,
Oh shit. The hell's adobo actually?
you know
That's-
what adobo is, bro.
No, actually, is it a preparation style, or is it a dish?
It's a dish of chicken that gets marinated in like vinegar, soy sauce, garlic, and then you just like you marinate like it in that, and then you just eat it like that. It's fire.
Raw?
No, it's
You
well,
don't cook that
well, You
bitch?
cook it, but like
Like just on a skillet, you don't deep fry it. Like,
no,
is it
my
just
pa-
like
my
grilled
pa-
chicken?
My parents will put it in the marinade and just boil it like that,
Oh, that sounds good.
and it's incredible. It's the
my
best
God.
Filipino dish.
That sounds good.
Have you had adobo at my place yet, Miguel?
Oh, okay, so it sounds like everybody's had adobo with you but me.
Because
No, okay.
adobo is not a party dish by any means. Lumpia is
It's go-
because
oh,
it's easy
yeah,
to
for
prepare
real,
a lot
yeah.
of them. And Miguel would always go, "Hey, I'm coming to the party. I'm gonna need that chicken adobo." And my mom would laugh like, "That's not like a party dish." And then
Yeah.
for my birthday, it's like, "We made adobo."
That's like going to a party and asking for soup. Like
Oh yeah, like what can I get you? Can I get you like some crackers, like some Pringles,
anything soda. Let me some.
take
I'll
like
take
a-
a can
like
of
a-
some Campbell's.
like y'all got like a creme brulee? No.
What's most inconvenient for you?
So chicken or Bruno Mars? Like you can never eat a
Bruno
chicken strip
Mars.
again in your life. You would give up Bruno Mars, or you keep Bruno Mars.
I'd have to give up Bruno Mars.
So like, I got a condo in Manhattan. That's just gone.
I was wrong.
It's fucking-
Whoa.
Talking to the.
I can't
That's
listen
just
to that
gone.
no more,
That's
bro.
gone.
While I'm eating chicken.
You're gonna be eating the chicken. You start humming grenades. Like fuck. I'm talking like all that shit's gone, bro.
Yeah, but chicken.
No,
all
you're
that,
right.
all
I mean-
chicken is gone, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, like I thought about I waited out
Man.
everything, bro. Quith
Chicken
me.
noodle soup is gone. When you're sick, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Just die? You can't heal no more.
It's a wrap, bro. All right. Your favorite video game of all time? You told me on when we tried to do that not fake, but first time at the podcast.
Mhm.
Is it Fable?
Fable is. Yeah.
It's Fable, your favorite video game.
I could say Fable is probably one of my favorite ones.
Give up, not give up. Erase Fable and the impact it had on your childhood, like it's gone from your memory,
It made me
Or
like
erase-
RPGs.
or erase your favorite song and song that had the most like impact on you, like that go to, like, oh yeah, that's my shit. That shit's
Romancing,
gone.
bro? No, I'm saying.
Dropping this week. No, I'm-
Dropping this week.
No, like, okay, so like for me, right? Like you would like a "Fly Me to the Moon," Frank Sinatra, like "La Vie en Rose," Louis Armstrong, "Living for the Love of You," the Isley Brothers. Like
It
Like-
would be Mockingbird by Eminem for me.
that's your favorite song of all time? Or
I
the
don't-
most impactful.
Yeah, the most impactful. My mom showed me Eminem.
That's a deep song. Like
Mhm.
like at the end of the day, like people clown Eminem for all the new shit, but like that song, like when I was in 8th grade, we had a project and it was like take a song and break it down.
Oh, that.
And I
Why
chose
would you choose
I chose
Eminem?
Mockingbird.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I chose Mockingbird and I got away
Mhm.
with it. People really liked it, and I was like, yeah, it's a deep ass song.
It's a bro.
So you have to erase that song and the impact and meaningfulness it had with your mom showing it to you and stuff, or erase Fable and how it like made you.
Oh, I'll erase Fable.
Okay, for sure.
I'll erase Fable.
That's not a fair competition because your favorite game of all time is Fable. on,
Yeah,
bro.
like out of, I don't know, bro. I haven't really been gaming as of lately. Nothing
Yeah.
really catches my attention like
No,
games used to.
I don't play video games anymore nearly ever, but like deleting Pokemon Diamond from my childhood, like I wouldn't be who I am.
I see.
Deleting Kirby, I wouldn't-
You see, but like when I think back, I
God
can't
of War.
really think of any games like that. Maybe Infamous.
Oh yeah.
That was one game that really got me. I was actually, you know what?
Bro, no, okay, first off, none of us in this room would be who we are without Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2 hijacked, bro.
Minecraft.
Black Ops 2 Minecraft, bro.
Minecraft Reloaded. Nah, bro.
He's all block ass hands and shit.
There was a game like that.
Yeah, Roblox.
It was on my phone. That it was literally Call of Duty Minecraft. It was like a knockoff.
Oh yeah,
That's
like I
what's
see
up.
those like bootleg ass,
Cubecraft.
those bootleg ass ads when you're trying to watch a video. It's like download Minecraft Black Ops.
And then they're running like. Bro.
Oh man. Oh. Favorite movie of all time.
I like Zohan a lot.
The Zohan's your favorite movie of all time?
Yeah, I remember that one going back too.
You've never seen the Zohan?
Adam Sandler.
Adam Wait, what?
Yeah, it's Adam Sandler.
No. Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, but
Wait, what? After that.
it was after that.
It would be after that. Yeah, it would be way before Pixels, but
Dude.
way after like Happy Gilmore and shit like that.
My parents took me to see that movie when I was too young for that. They didn't realize how bad it was gonna be. When he's like taking those
Oh
old ladies in the back of the
jeez.
bar.
Oh jeez.
Is it still rolling, bro? All right, for sure. No, like they were covering my eyes in the movie theater. I was maybe 7.
Oh no.
And then like when I wanted to watch a movie, they're like, "No, that's rated R." I'm like, "But we saw Zohan." Like,
Yeah, but Zohan. Like he'll throw a fish up in the air,
so that's
catch it with his ass.
that's
Bro, the Zohan is. He'd be like, "Then let's go," and then fucking throw that shit.
so that's your favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, man, I have a lot of family memories with that one. Or Norbit.
Norbit is
Norbit
so
could be
good.
that
You know
one.
Norbit,
Yeah.
right? Eddie
Bro!
Murphy. Oh, Miguel. Eddie Murphy.
Did you watch movies?
Yeah.
Which is what? Nutty
Donkey.
Professor, and that's it. Just Donkey for Shrek. It's
like-
in the morning, I'm making waffles.
It's like you don't know what he looks like. He's, just like, he's
Donkey.
No, dude. Like
and fucking, he plays like 3-4 people.
in
in-
Norbit.
Yeah,
He play like in Nutty Professor. He's like a bunch of people.
yeah, and
because
he
he's
plays
so-
his whole family.
He's so good at impressions. Like
Mhm.
he'll just and then like he was a great singer too. Like Eddie Murphy's
Eddie
hella
Murphy is,
underrated.
yeah, he was a pretty good singer. I want to party all the time.
Yeah, or when he did the impression of like Elvis, and like that's a classic.
I didn't even. What are you talking about?
Oh, dude, like
I pull up the clip. No, I'm saying.
Jamie. Nah, what was I gonna say? Okay, so the Zohan, your favorite movie of all time.
No, let's go Norbit. Let's make it
Norbit.
Yeah, Norbit.
Your
Let's go
dude,
Norbit.
like, okay, because like, if you were doing this to me, we need to go back and forth. Because if
Yeah.
you're doing this to me, my favorite movie of all time is tied Baby Driver and Rocky 4. Like Rocky
Oh.
4 is so fucking impactful. It only got taken over by Baby Driver recently, and like, I have a hard time giving up either of those movies or deleting them from my memory. Norbit is hilarious. And, like, it has a lot of memories. I'm sure for you, like me too.
It's the family stuff for me. Like,
Right. But your favorite movie of all time or your favorite album of all time? Which is?
probably Stadium Arcadium by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
All right. Which one is getting erased permanently from your memory?
Fuck. I'm gonna say Norbit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you set it up as a layup. It's like this album that was like super great and shit, or Norbit. Like,
Norbit, dude.
hey,
Like,
man, he
it-
proposed to her with
it's-
a ring pop.
It's more, no, dude. It's more the emotional stuff that I'm attaching to it. It's just all that sentimental shit.
If I had to choose between giving up Rocky 4 or the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, I couldn't.
Okay, what's your decision?
I'd probably give up the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. And dude, Rocky 4, Lauryn Hill's my top 2 favorite artists of all time. But if I give up Miseducation, I still have the score with the Fugees. If I give up Rocky 4, I give up the best Rocky movie. Like, it's
What about
gone.
Creed 1? No,
Dude, Creed 3, Rocky's not gonna be in it.
Oh my gosh, we were talking about this, bro. Oh, you make me so mad.
Oh, you pissed me off.
I'm not gonna watch it.
And he's
Whoever
like,
makes it, DreamWorks, Pixar, I'm not gonna watch it.
he said, oh, Pixar makes Rocky, Creed 3. They're
DreamWorks,
all fucking
Pixar, I'm not gonna watch it.
Big ass eyes. No. he
With the
said
cloud.
he'd come back for Creed 4.
Yeah.
And then me and Boosie were talking about it. It's like, who's he gonna fight for Creed 3? It's like, Clubber Lang's son is back. It's like,
Apollo Creed had another son.
uh-oh, Rocky had a son. It's like, he did have a son.
He had a son.
And now he's angry. Nah, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I
man.
couldn't give up Rocky 4. I love
What
the
about
miseducation
Rocky
of
4?
Lauren Hill.
What about Rocky 4?
I could change. You could change. Everybody could change. He ended the Cold War.
He ended the Cold War.
He boxed Ivan Drago, and he convinced all the Russians to just go. And, like, it was over. Like, that movie, bro. If he dies, he dies. And then, like Rocky's trying to throw in the towel, and Apollo Creed's like, you throw in this towel, I'm gonna kill you. And he dies. Like, bro, that's the most impactful movie to my childhood until now. But it's like, Baby Driver is my favorite as far as how well it's filmed and like the jokes, the transitions, the music. But Rocky 4, bro. And then whenever they play that the Rocky theme, whether he wins or loses. No, that's what him jogging through the city. I'm talking about you know what I'm saying? That makes me cry. He's like, Adrian! He's like, Adrian!
The guy who, like, you didn't even see him in Creed until like the end of the second movie.
Yeah. No, that shit makes me cry. And so it's like, I love Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. But that's
You probably give it up for Rock.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Chin.
The Jimmy Timmy Power Hour? What is it, bro? What is it, bro?
What is your
Is it
favorite?
Shrek the Halls, bro? What is it, bro?
Shrek the Halls.
See, like, I know my favorite movie is of all
Puss
time, bro.
in Boots.
Like, I cannot give up Rocky for him.
Why would it be Shrek, though?
Donkey.
Somebody
That's why he
wants
does Eddie Murphy. Hey, Shrek's got a dope ass soundtrack though, bro. Yo, whenever I hear Hallelujah, I'm like, it's the Shrek
It's
song.
the Shrek song.
Yeah, bro. And they had. What's your favorite song of all time? Ready for the Rain, Casey Infinity.
Okay, how about this? What was the most recent movie you've watched?
Like him?
Yeah. Do you just not watch movies that hard, dog?
Dude, I want
Okay.
to, but my girl has not seen anything past Winter Soldier, so we can't. And then my sister keeps saying, well, Dad hasn't seen this, and like Mom hasn't seen it, but they watched it and they liked it. That's different. Me trying to make her a Marvel Cinematic Universe fan.
And then just skipping like that.
and
I
being like,
understand.
okay, we're going
completely,
from
bro.
fucking Winter Soldier to a point when all of them are dead. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like,
Exactly. Yeah, dude,
we can't.
you're right.
We
you're
can't.
right.
So I have like 11 movies I need to catch up with her before I go and watch that.
Wait,
Rise of Gru?
Minions? Rise of
Rise of
Gru?
Gru? Fired!
Girls.
All right, so your favorite movie of all time, Rise of Gru, or okay, all right, okay, okay, but you didn't grow up as a wrestling fan, huh?
I kind of did, kind of didn't.
Nah, me
I
and
know,
him were
I know all about 619.
Favorite cartoon of all time.
Oh shit.
But mine is not yours.
Bro, it's between regular show and Adventure Time. I like those.
I like them for very different reasons.
Very same here. Same here.
Regular show is probably one of the funniest, and like the music that's in it is like so like. But then Adventure Time got me so emotionally attached to the characters and shit from a young age. When like they were, dude. I remember when it first aired when we were in 6th grade, and I'm like, this show is like kind of teaching me like what romance is.
Yeah, that whole shit he went through with Margaret, bro. Okay,
What's
We're
up?
spoiling it.
Bro,
You're
I'm
spoiling
not there
it.
yet, bro. I don't know who CJ is, bro. Yo, like, yeah, and then like when
Margaret goes where?
you're like when I found out Skips' his real name, bro, his name isn't Skips. Why you doing
What,
this?
his name is Skips cause of what?
Oh my god, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
The ending regular show. What? No.
Okay.
What-
Okay.
what?
okay.
What?
My favorite cartoon of all time is Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
and then like, Teen Titans.
The original one, bro.
Teen Titans.
With fucking Slade, bro.
Oh my god. I don't. Oh, so like Avatar: The Last Airbender is my favorite animated.
Like cartoon,
non-anime
yeah,
show
yeah,
I've
yeah.
ever seen, but like I try to put it in its own little category over here because like if you think about Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, besides because Avatar's better than anything I've ever fucking seen, but so it's like I'm just thinking like cartoons I grew up with. Besides that, Foster's Home, always on whenever I came home from school. I love that shit. Teen Titans, bro, like what the fuck, Terra, like all that shit, like incredible shit. Ben 10, like I had the
Ben
fucking
10, bro. The
on-
original one.
Like,
Danny.
Oh my God.
Danny.
so it's like, okay, give up your favorite cartoon of all time.
It's like we basically give up all of Cartoon Network when we were kids.
Okay. All right. Erase like all your cartoons like you've ever like watched from your like childhood and shit,
Whoa.
or erase all streaming platforms and you can only hear the music that's on the radio.
Oh, I thought you were meaning like Hulu and Netflix.
No,
I'm like,
for music.
get rid of that shit.
So like all cartoons and shit are gone. Like no, okay, don't erase it from your memory. We can't watch those anywhere now.
oh, so
like
now
that-
we just have them.
They're no like regular
Like,
show, Adventure Time.
It's just in
Foster-
our heads.
It's
Yeah.
just word of mouth memory, right?
Fuck.
You can't watch them anywhere. Or all your songs you love and shit, you can't stream them, can't play them on CDs, can't play them on record. You just get to listen to
If you weren't
the
born in that year, you ain't gonna listen to it.
which one?
I'm gonna say I'd give up cartoons. I have a very big thing about I have a very big thing about my future generations being able to hear my music.
But
Yo,
Ben 10
but-
had the 10 aliens.
But Grim Adventures with Billy and Mandy.
but he had 10 aliens.
but Alien X.
He had Ghost Freak,
Before Arms.
Humongous Souls.
That's all the fucking. That's the next series.
but
Ultimatrix.
like music is great and all, but like Big Chill. No, man.
Like I get it, bro, but fucking Cyborg.
Oh, a bunch of baby ducks sending
A bunch of baby ducks.
Okay, but like all of Kanye's shit's gone.
Okay. No.
It's like
Okay.
I never liked him. It's like, all right.
So we get rid of some mid music. No,
mean-
I'll play it, man.
I mean, all right. Would you rather? Give me something, bro.
I was literally about to hit you with this, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
All
I'm
right,
ready.
so out of all chicken dishes, what would you say is your favorite? Because I am very set on chicken sandwiches.
Chicken strips, but it has to be with good ass sauce.
What sauce?
Like the most delectable supreme buffalo sauce in existence.
Cane sauce.
All right, guys. Nah, like I'm talking like I went to Gordon Ramsay Burger in
Wait,
Vegas.
what?
I went to Gordon Ramsay Burger in Vegas.
How was
I
that?
went to Gordon Ramsay Burger.
How
man.
was that, bro?
$15 burgers. I know. I
Oh
went to
my
fucking
gosh.
Gordon Ramsay Burger, and I saw the bill. I'm like, that's it.
That's it.
Like, fuck, guys. I get burger, shake, and fries, and I can't pay rent.
I'm fucking in debt.
Like, you ever put a burger on layaway? That's Five Guys. Like, it's so expensive, but it's fucking good. And the fries like have so much salt in them.
I don't need all 5 of them guys.
Dude, every time I go into Five Guys, I genuinely count how many burgers a day. I'm like, they lied to me.
They
like,
lied to
there's
me.
always a girl too.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing here? Did you read the sign?
I need to speak to your manager immediately.
I didn't know it was 4 guys and a girl.
Why did that remind me of Joe is on a vacation?
So no, like, I'm always comparing
Okay.
something I've said to music. You're like, best chicken.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Go ahead, bro.
Give me 4 seconds.
Go ahead,
all right.
bro. What's up? All right, music or beat? It's music. Music, no, for sure. I love it. No, there's no drink that's beating music for me.
I have
Period.
I have a 3-parter for you.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna throw one in there. It's kind of like a throwaway, so that way we can narrow it down to like a round 2.
Yeah.
Them chicken strips we was talking about.
Yeah.
That first birthday party that I attended of yours. That whole memory, the whole day, all of it.
Fuck.
Right?
That's one of the happiest days of my life.
The day that you showed your family.
Oh my god.
The day that you showed them Ready for the Rain. Out of all those, like I'm sure you know which one's a throwaway now. Which one are you wiping away?
Chicken strips. It's like the two happiest, most meaningful memories of your entire life, or a bomb ass.
Bro, these chicken strips you've never had.
I can almost taste it.
Yo, I mean that listening party was kind of meh.
No, dude, nothing replaces. Like, okay, my 15th birthday and my 17th birthday are some of the happiest days I've ever had. And I don't have many birthdays that I remember fondly, but like those ones where it was just like like my friends and we're just like messing around and shit. It didn't even have to feel like my birthday. It just gave me an excuse to hang around with people that like I'm almost always like alone, or it's just me and one other guy. Like getting everyone there was like, oh, this is like I'm having the best day ever, right? Didn't care about gifts, didn't care about any of that. But showing my mom, my grandma, my family, it was Sunset actually. The first time they ever heard my voice on a song.
That's what it was.
And they didn't know what I was gonna sound like. And I told them I was on it was a feature.
Yeah.
So it's going, and then my part comes up. Baby, tell me how it feel. You've been playing games. And then they're all looking around, and I'm like, that's me. And they're like, that's you. My sister is screaming. My fucking cousins and shit. That makes me cry. Just I have that video. It makes me cry because up until that moment, they knew me as the quiet kid that was like I'll actually, like my girl knows, I'll sit there and just pretend that I actually am holding a pad because I'm always writing music. Like we were at an Usher concert. It's loud as fuck. I'm writing songs in my head, right? So they've known
biting
me-
his shit. No, I'm
This Usher guy spin. He
Usher guy
said,
spin.
yeah. They knew me as the quiet kid that was always writing in the back of my head and being weird. And then finally, they were gonna hear my voice, and in the back of my head, I'm like, what if they're like, oh, nice, yeah. Like when your kid draws you something, you put it up on the fridge, even if it's
Yeah.
trash. So it was like when they genuinely had that reaction. My uncle was crying. I've never seen my uncle cry. My dad is like, that's my boy, like all proud. My mom, I'm getting like emotional now.
I was
My
gonna say
mom-
you're tearing me up, dog.
my-
Stop.
my
I was
mom-
there.
My
No, I'm
mom,
saying-
my mom hugged me and she's crying on my shoulder, and she said, cause like there were 2 moments she said this. It was when she told me I wasn't gonna graduate, cause she's like, you're too smart to be getting these grades you're getting. You're not doing your homework. Cause I would always focus on music and making beats. She hugged me when I graduated and said, you proved me wrong. And she was so proud of me and stuff. The bare minimum, getting a 2.0, not even 1.9. They rounded it up and I graduated. She said, you proved me wrong. And that meant so much to me, like, because she always said I wasn't going to graduate if I stayed on that path. Now she's like, do your thing, do it music. When I showed her that song and she was like, I'm so proud of you. Like, it's your moment. Like, you've arrived. Like, you're here. Like, you finally showed everybody what you've been holding on to, and it's better than we could have imagined it or whatever. And that was just something I like, dude, I wasn't gonna let that song come out and be my first thing. I'm like, why am I gonna let my first thing be a feature?
A feature, yeah. I
Which
feel
you
that to the
did.
max, bro. I
Yeah.
feel that to the max. Yeah.
But sometimes, but the feedback you get, regardless of what form it comes in,
Exactly.
like that's what pushes you. It's like, oh, I
To do-
gotta do this again, you know,
Mhm.
and better.
Mhm.
Like I dropped certain songs, and I was like I'm so glad people like this, but I can do better.
I can like
You know?
this ain't all I'm about. One thing I really want to try and establish before I put an album out there is my versatility. That like I don't want all my tracks to sound the same.
Right. Because like sometimes like people are gonna think you're just the acoustic guitar guy, and you're not,
Yeah.
because you do electric guitar too.
every song I've written coming into the studio
Yeah.
has been in a completely different genre than the music I've written before.
Yeah.
It's a complete switch.
Yeah.
I'm in a whole nother zone, and to still be getting feedback like this is good, you
Yeah.
know, like I'm doing something right, you know.
Right.
I'm around the right people. I'm definitely going down the right path if what I'm looking for is being fulfilled with music. Because you can put music out all day if you want to, but feeling fulfilled about it, dog. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm on the right path if that's what I'm trying to fulfill or accomplish.
Give me your favorite lyric of your own that you've ever written. And don't give me like the easy one that's probably coming to both of our minds.
Yeah.
Like even if it's on something unreleased, like when you wrote it, you're just like, I'm an artist. Like this is my thing. Like what's your favorite thing you've ever written? I'll give something away too, like an unreleased bar that people haven't heard, but I want you to go first.
Metal Loss.
That's hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to cycle through all my songs real quick, you know.
We got some shit, yeah.
You don't realize it because it's just you writing in that moment. But when it's played,
I feel it.
Yeah. No, exactly. If you don't have one, mine was one that when I wrote it, I was like, cool. Like, I like the way it rhymes. And I went back and really broke it down. Fuck it. Okay, I have a song that no one will know the title yet, but it's coming. And I said, you've already heard this. I said, thinking about tomorrow till today is yesterday, and we still laying in this mess we've made. But what can we ever expect to change if we just letting broken records play and then we wonder why we went insane? So it's like tomorrow becomes yesterday, and we laying in this mess we made. But what can we ever expect to change if we just letting broken records play and then we wonder why we went insane? That when everyone says the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting something to change. So it's like this song is like about being in a cycle with someone and then like letting it drive you crazy and not doing anything to change it, and then complaining like, oh fuck, you're making me crazy, and it's like, whose fault is it? And you're just like, and you're just letting this mess you lay in like grow bigger and bigger and stuff. So when I wrote it, it's like everything is hidden in the pocket and rhyming and stuff, but then when I did it and it was just one complete thought, and I was like, it broke a period of like a creative block for me that I had for so long, that I was literally throwing things at the wall, like on my whiteboard, like bars at a time, until it just like was completely full. And I just came out and told my mom, like, I did it. I made a song again. And like, that's one of my ones that have stuck out the most for me. Ready for the Rain. Hate the way that I remain conflicted. My head knows better. My heart just doesn't listen. Like, some of those ones are so simple but mean the most to me, because like that's exactly how I feel, and I didn't have to take influence from anyone else to say that. That's just the shit I had, you know. You got that. You got your one in things you said. I know you want to say it. Go ahead. I know you want to say it. I know you want to say your fast and slow bar. Go ahead.
I think out of all the bars I've written, nah, I'm actually thinking more towards the second verse of that song, or the second half of my verse in that song. I had to really sit down and think about that part, but now that I'm trying to recite it, I can't remember any of my words. Play it real quick. But yeah, no, one line that I did have in that song that I had written and didn't realize its full meaning until like I was with Casey and like we recorded and all that stuff, and I had heard it back a few times. Moving too fast and living in slow. I was in a relationship. I came home from work one day. She was gone, along with like a good amount of her shit, you know. Moving too fast. She moved to slow immediately. But the way that it was in my head immediately was moving too fast in a sense of we had one conversation before she was gone, and like living in slow was I had a sense of I had a sense of everything just kind of stopped for like a month after like she had left. In my mind, I was still doing shit, but you know what I mean? Yeah, that bar, like I remember Casey telling me like I like that line a lot.
Because I didn't get it at first.
Mm.
I just thought it was cool, like moving too fast and living in slow. I'm like, okay, the world's going by fast, but you're trying to like live it in like slow. But then I was like, oh fuck, you sent me the lyrics so I could put them on DistroKid, and I was like, SLO. I'm like, San Luis Obispo slow. I'm like, oh, it's fucking wordplay, whatever the fuck. And usually like the wordplay that's in our songs, or the songs that I produce with you, or something like I gave you the idea for. That was completely you. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, oh, okay, that's fire. And not just anyone is gonna get that, but still, it still resonates because I felt that before I knew the deeper meaning in it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's simple, but it's profound. So I was like, yeah.
That song's been out for like almost a year, and not it.
A year.
Yeah.
Last month was a year.
NASA. Yeah. Okay. Not anybody. Nobody really knows the meaning behind that line until this podcast comes out.
All right. No, for sure. Like,
Besides Select Few.
yeah. I mean, hey man, Drake said I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry, and nobody knew that his fucking son's middle name is my bed.
My bed.
Like, yeah, that shit had to come out later on, but people love that line and never knew what it really meant. Like, so it's like sometimes it's gonna resonate regardless. That's what makes it a good bar. And then when they find out there's a deeper meaning to it,
Yeah.
my favorite battle rappers, Loaded Lux, says, "Rewind and find. There's more to find." Like, you just go back. It's like I already liked it. I go back. Oh, now I like it more because it means this too.
Mm-hmm.
And then songs grow with you over time, where it's like you might listen to a song and just hear it in major and think, oh, this is so happy, I like it, and then listen back later and realize that it has sad undertones, and then it hits you at a different point in life, and now it affects you like this. You know, it's like, so it's like things you say. When I show it to people, they're like, does this make you feel happy or sad? It depends on what they're dealing with at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's in major,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like it says like I'm dealing with all this pain and I can't even look at you and shit. You know?
Yeah, it's a very I remember Van Wee teaching me in regards to my majors and my minors, and just the tones that the background, the chords and everything you give off. If you have a goddamn metal song and you're trying to sing about sunshine and daisies, if you don't do it right, it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he taught me very early on, like, oh, okay, well, you should try something like this then. You know? Like, I remember showing him, who put that there? I remember showing him freaking an early version of that song we finished recording the other week. And I remember him giving me pointers, which we ended up doing. Just, I didn't remember that coming from him until now. It was him being like, you should add like another type of chorus type deal, make it more catchy.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you could speak to any artist out there and just like
Jay-Z, I'm taking that dinner. No,
I'm gonna play it smart because he's gonna give me $1 million worth of game and dinner. You know the first thing Jay-Z would tell you if you chose a dinner with him over
Listen
500.
to your mama.
He would have said, "Should have took the money."
I should have took the
You
money.
crazy for this one? What's that?
You have to
Gives you the check.
the whole time he's on his phone.
You should have took the money. If you could speak to any artist of your choosing and thank them or whatever it may be for like their impact and influence on you, who would it be and what would you say? Dead or alive? I'd speak to X, 100%.
You'd speak to X.
100%.
Mm.
And I'd say thank you for saving my life and doing the same thing for many of my friends and like inspiring me to do it for others.
Young Gravy has been.
Gravy.
Gravy. You know, fuck it. If your mama goes to soccer practice, she's done.
All right, bro, just say it's R. Kelly, bro. Like,
I don't know how to say this, but damn, what's that one dude's name? And everybody hold up. Like,
who and what?
nah, I was gonna make a joke.
For real though.
Yeah, I know. In regards to who I would pick, I definitely want to say. Out of all the artists that come to mind, I keep swatting them away, but the only one that stays there is Eminem, which is weird because out of all the artists that I listen to the most, he isn't necessarily the most common one anymore.
Yeah.
You know, he was almost all I listened to as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, he established my, I want to say, ear for music, but I want to, like, if I were to talk to him and be able to have a conversation, I don't know. I feel as though he has a lot of information to give that a lot of people kind of immediately blow him off for just because of the way he is presented and the times, bro, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like, bro, it'd be a dope as shit to have a conversation with Slim.
I mean, I'd talk to the old Eminem.
The old the Marshall Mathers.
If I could have a conversation with 2001 Eminem, like, if I could have a conversation with 2006 Kanye,
I see. That's what's up. Okay.
2008 Kanye, maybe depends what he's wearing.
When did Grenade come out?
2010, maybe sooner. I feel like I was 8 or 9 singing Grenade.
I remember. Okay, Just the Way You Are. When did that come out? Hey
Let me
Google.
find I'm not sure, but 2010.
2010.
I just guessed.
Dude, this guy's on it. Yeah, if not Eminem, probably Bruno Mars. Who would you pick
X.
besides
Mac
like
Miller.
Mac Miller? Oh, okay.
Mac Miller.
That's a good one.
Swimming is probably my second favorite album of all time. And I was listening to it when I found out that he died. When I found out that he passed, I was devastated. I was listening to Come Back to Earth, and then they said like Mac Miller died.
No way.
Yeah. After him, no, it's probably almost always gonna be an artist. That's interesting. You chose 2 artists that are alive. I chose 2 artists that passed because I feel like in my position, my goal is any artist that's alive that I'd like to have a conversation to.
I'm gonna
work
have
my
that
way up
conversation.
To talk to them.
Yeah.
I want to talk to the people that I'll never get the chance to. X was fucking younger than we are now.
Probably Michelle O. Jackson. He has a lot of notes I need to get.
Michelle Jackson?
Michelle
Jordan?
Michelle Jackson.
No, for sure. Okay. You just died, right?
I was gonna say, bro.
Dude.
I hope y'all zoom into my face on the camera. I literally was like, huh?
You just died, right? Yep. You have to choose the lyrics from one song to be written on your tombstone.
Oh shit.
What
Probably
is
romantic.
it? On your phone, you just fucking died. You feel that? He just says, I'm sliding down. No way. What song?
Yeah, no, probably out of damn, this is crazy, but it would be the lyrics that I've written to Never Met Her so far. Even
Oh,
though
for real?
even though I haven't set them in stone yet, what I've written there I resonate with.
Unreleased. Casey Infinity / Bushio is unreleased.
Unreleased, damn my bad. Fuck. I said the name
Yeah,
too.
it would be from Unreleased.
It'd be unreleased by unreleased and unreleased.
No, for sure.
I mean, you picked two songs that are by yourself, but for sure.
I thought
No.
it was our own.
No.
Oh.
What? I
Okay.
never said our own music.
I was like, bro, I got like 4 songs. That's not a lot of words to choose.
I mean, you know how like some people will put song lyrics as their senior quote?
Yeah.
Like what song lyrics would you put on your tombstone?
My mind's telling me no.
I
Baby.
I like Kanye, shoot for the stars, so if you fall, you land on a cloud.
I like that. If I was to think of any, that song, I Need a Doctor with Eminem, Dre, and
Yeah.
let me see, it would be that lyric. I'm having trouble remembering. I can't render this, bro.
Remember when
It would be that lyric that Slady.
Yes, lady.
With the real Slim Slady.
You want to go ahead and just log out for me?
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
When Eminem was spitting his verse, he had said, "Watch me have to fucking look this."
This nigga. Some you or something.
Was it your booty is heavy duty like diarrhea? Eminem said that.
Bro, I'm gonna need to hear that.
I was playing it for my coworker
Boy.
this morning, and he didn't believe me. I'm like, "This is real, bro." He's like, "No, this has gotta be fake." I'm like,
No,
"It's
there's
on his
no
album,
way.
bro."
What album?
Revival, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's Revival.
Which one of his albums was the one that apparently was no good?
Revival.
Was it? Was it the one with Kamikaze on it? Was it?
No,
was it that one?
Kamikaze is an album.
Oh, I'm a fucking tired. Okay.
Dude, I totally respect Eminem. He was my favorite rapper for a long time. But Revival's a bad album. Like he's got some great shit. Don't get me wrong. He's got an incredible discography and amazing influence. Revival's really bad, in my opinion. But yeah.
Oh, I feel it. Well, I mean, who else was it that had said? Because I knew of one of his albums not doing too well. It was from some source, most likely.
It was
on YouTube.
Revival.
Yeah.
2016, I think.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Yo, I'll be like, I go to write down the date sometimes, and I'm about to put in. Bro, it's about to be 2023, bro.
In a month,
That's wild.
we dropped,
When is Halo setting?
dude.
2025 or something like that?
Dude, you didn't. I dropped one song this year, and then you're like, if this was coming out any later, you would have 0 this year.
Oh shit.
That's tough.
It is.
I'm glad this is coming out when it is.
Me too.
December. Like that's a close call.
It is. It definitely is. I remember wanting to post this song back in September, but I had no prep work done for that.
You know, you're busy at the Ice Cube concert.
That was in October.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to go.
Well, you know, like.
I'm like, it's alright, but they were all made.
So I always tell my girl this, but like, you know how when you learn the months they teach you in the song, like January, February, March, April.
You know what's funny? No.
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 For
And
real?
this is a
You know the song.
problem I have, and I will make it known on the podcast.
You know the song. You know the song when you learn the months, like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September.
What is it stealing?
It's fucking.
Well, cause ABC is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star,
Yeah.
but then what the fuck? But like, anyways, when I learned that song, I had like not a speech impediment, but like I would just say certain things wrong. So I would skip, like my friend Luke was Wook, like, so I would skip the months that I guess were hard for me to say. So to this day, my girl was born in, I almost said it wrong right now. My girl was born in March, but for some reason, I was born in May. I always forget about April. And I'm like, you're a month older than me. She's like, what about April? I'm like, fuck. So right now, September and October are just like, you know what I'm saying to me right now? Like, so it's,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So-
I was like, everything you just said, I have no order of that at all.
So-
Like,
because the song is January, February, March, April, May. But for when it gets to September, October, I guess somebody was September.
bro, the way that people can remember choruses is I can only remember what I feel is the chorus of that.
Yeah, yeah.
January, the beginning.
January, February, March, April.
And then at one point,
September.
sometimes they hit the second verse and it's like ers.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know about all that.
For sure.
Nah, man, it's a common problem I actually have. I don't know my months in order. It is bullshit because I am an artist. It is a song. I can just learn it.
Yeah. That's how I had to learn my when I got my first phone, it was like a little flip phone, and my mom and dad told me that they weren't gonna let me keep it if I couldn't memorize all their numbers for emergencies. So to learn my parents' numbers, I put them in songs when I was only in,
So
like, they gave me a phone that wasn't activated when I was in the 3rd grade. So they gave me a phone, it just did not have service on it. I
a
couldn't
flippy guy.
Yeah, and I had to learn their numbers and songs. And then when I graduated 6th grade, they gave me a flip phone that actually called, and I knew their numbers by heart because of the songs. So now to this day, like if I have to call my sister, I have to sing the song in my head because she
Sing
still
it.
has the same number.
No,
You know,
No,
it's, like,
no.
it's like, yeah, like my address. I mean, just I know my social security too. Watch. They're like, write that down. Write that down.
Yeah.
All right, Pussy. Leave him.
If
Leave him. What? I was in the middle.
if you had to
if
give
you
up
had
chicken
one shot,
strips, you know what I'm
one
saying?
opportunity.
What were you gonna say?
Leave him with some parting words, bro. I'm glad we can have this little chit chat here, and we got all the time in the world for the next 1,000 episodes we do and every guest we have. But if you had to, cap this off with like what this is, what it's gonna be, and what they can expect to come, and why they should be interested in who you are and what this is, just like sum it all up. I asked him to describe this place in one word, and he went, fuck. So like, cap it off, bro.
I want everybody to understand something when it comes to if you ever step foot in the studio. This is an embodiment of Isaiah's soul when it comes to music. One thing that we're trying to accomplish with this podcast here is, one, it's really cool to be able to talk to people and like have one outlet in which we can promote, talk about topics, stuff like this, but it is going to be an extension of, like, we're not just like, this is who we are, this is how we talk, this is how we think, this is how we conversate, you know what I mean? We aren't just the artists you're going to be able to see behind our masks.
Yeah.
That being said, it is very cool to be able to, like, I've been in, like, I started off on YouTube videos, bro. It's really weird to look at a camera and be like, what's up, guys? You know what I mean? Like, there's something very different about this.
Yeah.
It's a lot more comfortable. It's not so forced. It feels genuine to the points where, I don't know, I feel like people who would tune into this are the real fans.
The people that would watch this, or the people that I would gladly invite on,
Like the ones that will enjoy it, I feel like I could have a good conversation with too. And it's only gonna get. I had the conversation with the Dom before we started. I'm like, I just kind of threw the ring light right there and shit. It's like it's only gonna get better as it goes. You know, like look at the beginning episodes of many podcasts that you watch versus where they are like in episode 400.
Some of them are audio only.
Versus episode 400, like how much it got better and how better they got at
They
just
have an
conversating.
intro and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the studio, one word.
Probably, but
Cardboard.
probably cowboy. I don't know what you say.
My word for it? Well, because that's cheating though.
What?
Because my word might give you like you could like I was gonna say that. Yeah.
The fuck?
My word, one word for the
That's
studio.
exactly what I was.
Or what I
gonna
hope
say.
it was. What I hope this would be for the artist is inspiring. When you walk in, it's just like, oh, I'm ready to make some shit. Like all these ideas, like inviting. It's like I enjoy being here, and it puts me in the right mindset to write and create.
Is it weird that satisfying is the word that comes to my mind?
Nah.
It's very weird.
You're like, satisfying.
Like you walk in here when it like, I don't know, bro. Good. I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if that makes sense to you, you're one of the people who should be listening to this. I don't know. The word that I think of is like, bro, fuck, like, fucking hell yeah, bro. But the way I can sum that up is I'm extremely satisfied. Like, on a soundboard.
Burger, fucking hell yeah, burger. From early, burger. Fucking chicken strips, fucking hell yeah, burger. Norbit.
Oh, bro.
I don't know. Home, that's fire.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but I didn't want to be that guy.
When I showed this place to my sister for the first time, she said, and not like in a backhanded way at all, she said, it feels like your room on steroids.
I like that.
Because I tried, like, it's a studio. This was an empty blank office space when I moved in.
Yeah, it felt like you come here to get your taxes done.
But yeah, it did look like that, right? But then I made it feel like I brought a lot of remnants.
Made it very satisfactory.
I brought a lot of pieces of the bedroom studio with me, you know, down to the Create, Evolve, Drink Water sign, down to the Funko Pops around here. A lot of shit. Like, I went from that little mini suction cup basketball hoop that was on the whiteboard to that whole thing that counts score and everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, people come in, they're like, you got a curved monitor now? I'm like, well, I started with Busio pushing that tower on the skateboard. Like, we had that Windows tower, like, just
put that
pushing it
shit on
the
my
penny
board.
Like, however we could do it. Like, the school tablets that we got for free with cracked FL Studio. I mean, paid for FL Studio. Totally bought it legally.
Fucking friends, going to friends' houses just to install DAWs, bro.
Yeah, stupid Kmart Wi-Fi type shit. Like,
Yeah.
like just where it all started from to where it is now. But then I still see, like, my mom named me Isaiah. Like, Isaiah is the prophet that like just saw everything in the future. It's like I just have this clear vision of what things are gonna be forward. And it's like I'm so grateful and fortunate for this space and the opportunities it's brought me and will continue to. But like what's to come is so crazy, and I can see it. And it's like, no lie, I saw this in my head so long before I ever had it, and now it's just here. And it's like I can actually show people this is what I saw. You know what I'm saying? When this was an empty room, I was just like looking around. It's there now, and it's just gonna keep growing. And it's like I'm glad that people like you are a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the video, I always wanted this to be bigger than just me. Like, that's why there's not the KC Infinity sign for my bedroom. It's the cardboard sign, because it's like including everyone that's a piece of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
That's cool. Then you're gonna like the post I just made.
all right, but yeah.
Nah, it's like you had said when we were kind of like brainstorming what we want this to sort of become. a collective of things that all just represent cardboard.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You gotta get this tattoo soon, bro.
I know, bro. Actually, I said I was gonna bite it. Oh yeah, we all
Rock Nation.
we all freaking. I'm gonna put mine right
Rockefeller.
here.
I
That'd be
want it to
dope.
be. I
That'd
just
be
don't.
dope as fuck.
I really do want it to be. I just don't know who else is down to get it. Like
Me.
I
I was like, me. I will. I'll get that shit.
Someone over there told me that you're not allowed to. Remember? She's like, no.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm gonna do it. she
Why?
she doesn't want me to get that one
don't have-
music note that I want either.
If you got it,
Hot Cheetos.
if you got it, where would you get it?
Probably right here, so I could see it all out.
I wonder if I could get. Because as
You
a-
go to the place like, can you move it, please? You know, what you say?
oh yeah. You think you could just like?
Copy paste that shit that way.
I was gonna say there's 2 other official members of Cardboard Studio or Cardboard Roses as of right.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna say it on camera.
Okay, that makes sense.
But you know, like first off, like they're not musicians. That should make it pretty obvious. Like they're different parts of art, if you know what I mean.
I like that.
We know both of them very well.
I like
2
that.
guys, and like I wonder if they'd be down to do it. I feel
Guys only. No, but oh
like girls. Have you tried hot Cheetos?
my god.
Nah, man.
Nobody's gonna know what that
Nah.
means. You have said hot Cheetos a few times.
Bro, get some hot Cheetos at the box, bro. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
My mom's gonna watch this and be like, "You don't even like hot Cheetos. You're a Funyuns guy." I'll be like, "You're
Bro, I'm a Funyuns guy, bro.
in my backpack." Anyways, nah, man, this was a pleasure. We're
Definitely.
gonna keep doing it. You and I are like co-host of it, but I can't wait for the guests.
Yeah, bro.
When I have like 3 or 4 microphones and we're all enveloping them, like,
It is, yeah, like, come here. Hey, we heard you were coming, so we got you a gift. Shit like that, bro. It's just gonna be like even when Food Product gets on here, like we've already known and we've had conversations with him, but it's different when you do this.
when we told Food Product, what was this, 5 months ago? He's like, Cardboard Roses, what's that? And I said, basically, I'm just trying to take over Santa Maria. And he said, you're not gonna have to work very hard.
This is exactly what he said. It was actually cool.
I'm trying, man.
Mm-hmm.
At these low, affordable rates.
These low affordable rates.
My dad always tells me, you need to charge more, son. You need to charge more. I'm like, it's not about that right now.
Bro, I get told that shit with mechanic work.
Yeah.
I'm also like, it's not about that, bro.
It's just like my
It's building that experience.
I would just be a hypocrite to say like, because I told my mom when she was doing her craft business and everything, it's like, know your worth, know your value, charge what you deserve and not just what you think they can afford. And I got very comfortable just like only working with homies and giving them the like how when does a homie discount become just your regular price because that's your only clientele?
Yeah.
So now I'm working
see.
with new people all the time and I tell them this is what I charge. In the back of my mind, I'm nervous. They're gonna be like, oh, it's too much, or like, oh,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
place doesn't justify that price. You know what they say? They go, that's it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I know. It's just
It's
putting a dollar sign to something that I would do for free at the end of the day. It's a little tough.
exact, dude. Bro. For
Yeah.
real. For real.
But
I definitely am looking forward to these future episodes.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to do.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, bro, hell yeah!
Yeah, he
That's
told me
somebody
he'd
we
like to
gotta-
check this place out. Fuck
That's,
yeah.
that's someone we gotta make sure to get.
Yeah, he
I
comes to
have
my
him on
job.
Messenger.
Yeah, no, like I have his number. Like I could definitely say come through, and then he would love to. Like, you know how dope it would be for us to be who we are. Like we're dropping music, we're doing this like this is an LLC. I have my business license. For this
Yeah.
now. This is not just like a side thing. This is my career.
I tell everybody that, like, nah, bro, like, it's a studio. Like, homie has to pay rent. Like,
This is my
what?
career now, and it's like to be doing that, and then bring our old music teacher from when we were teenagers in here, and so it's like, look where we started, look where we're at, look where we're going.
someone who told us we were never gonna do nothing with it. No, I'm playing.
We gonna ask Mr. Ben. All right, hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos? Or, nah.
He said, "Well, I have a wife, so what flavor hot Cheetos?
Yeah.
Asteroids or puffs?"
This would be like our, like, I've had small conversations with him outside of school and like performance, but that would be my first like adult to adult conversation in regards to
Oh,
like,
yeah.
music and the business. And
He told me when I talked to him last, he's like, "You don't have to call me Mr. Van Wee or sir."
dude,
You're an
it's
adult."
just so like we can call him John, but I don't like
He
that.
said, "You can call me John," and I said, "You're Mr. Van Wee to me."
Yeah.
It's like my mom was in karate, but she would see her old karate teacher, and she still calls him sensei.
Sensei, yeah.
Like you don't grow out of that.
Shifu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like, you're an adult. You can call me John. I'm like, I can't.
Like, yeah. It's
Mhm.
I don't know, man. You're very right. God damn it. Podcast is ending. This will be for another podcast. But just shout out to Van Wee, man. He made me start on the steel string
To build
guitar,
houses. Yeah.
and that's why I can play anything, bro.
Yeah.
Only I was playing.
Everyone
steel.
else was nylon.
Everybody else was nylon. I don't know why, but he had a Johnson. He said, you know what, you can play this one, and that's what I was playing.
And then me, shout out to him for making everybody learn things by tab or MSN or however they were gonna play it. They had to read it out. He knew I couldn't read the music and I learned by ear, so he would record himself playing the songs and send them to me. The next day I would know how to play it. And he's like, "You have a really good ear. Just listen to this." And then if he didn't do that, he's like, "Why aren't you learning the songs?" I'm like, "I need to hear it more."
But that's like that extra dedication. It's like he took time out of his own day to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Small things like that are probably the reason we are who we are,
Yeah.
you know? But yeah, this was a great podcast.
Oh, for sure.
Until next time, this has been Cardboard.
Cardboard Podcast. What we gotta say? Create, evolve, drink water, always fade, never fade,
Never
always fade.
always
That's real though.
back to front.
Nah, but yeah, thanks for. Please like, subscribe,
Please
hit that
like,
bell,
subscribe.
join the
Absolutely.
Patreon.
Obliterate that like button.
But thanks for watching or just listening, whether religiously or in passing. Regardless, at the end of the day, I just want to remind people to create, evolve, and drink water, as I always say. Take care of yourself, as you know, musicians have the habit of not doing that.
Very true.
Always recycle, never fade. That's the Cardboard motto. You're gonna hear that every episode, and the best is yet to come. Thank you for trusting the process. I haven't looked at the camera this whole time. Signing off. YouTube outro. That's it, boys.
Nice. Good shit, y'all. Episode 1 officially recorded. Oh shit. Oh, I was supposed to push the red button.